Very first thing, we'll look at the agenda, what we have planned for the day. Yeah, I will not read the line, but I would show you the slides so that you get better idea. We'll start with different roles we have on BTP, BTP Enterprise Architect, Solution Architect, and IT Architects. Okay, what they do, what is the difference, all of that. Then look at architecting SAP BTP. Yeah, we'll see the account modeling, how you'll structure your landscape on BTP. Okay, then we'll look at the architecting BTP security. Guys, sessions are not going to be theoretical, not slide. Most of the time we are going to today invest on the system. Okay, but yeah, I have kept PPTs in reference just to understand, make you easy for you. Okay, then security we'll look at, and then we'll look at different tools we have in a security and responsibilities what we can have as a security person. Centralized Launchpad, which could be a build work zone. We'll look all of this in system. Architecting integration on BTP. Again, we'll have different integration tools, which we'll have a look on. Then we'll look at architecting data analytics on BTP. Yeah. So these are SAC, Datasphere, Databricks, and modernized BW having HANA database as a backend. We'll look at architecting DevOps on BTP. What is DevOps and how, what are different tools we have on DevOps on BTP, how they work together as a whole. And architecting automations on BTP. Yeah. Then we'll look at the development area a bit. Yeah, full stack application development and extensions development. Mostly, guys, these all going to be happening at a solution architecting perspective. Definitely will not go in depth of so in detail because I have already prepared the landscape and will show you. Okay, then AI on BTP. And with this, I would guide you through a complete plan how you can upskill someone who is new to BTP but have on-premise knowledge, or someone is working on BTP already. What next you can do? So this is what we'll look at one by one, and then we have training scheduled for all of this training. Yeah, just for your information, mentorspool is specialized in SAP cloud training, that to the very niche skills. Okay, and I would like to share you some important links. And guys, this workshop is getting recorded. If you're looking for the video of this, you please join this community. I will just share link on a chat. Okay, so just let me just help you a bit about this links what I have shared with you. First is join this community to get updates, recording further future workshop. We have two more workshop coming up. One is on integration suite, and second is on enterprise architect. Okay, BTP, and that is strictly for senior people having more than 18 years of experience. Someone interested to just know that can join. Otherwise, that session is strictly for people having more than 18 years of experience. Okay, then we have a YouTube channel, where you can go into the playlist section and you will see. Today, anyway, we are covering a lot of things. We generally in detail will learn 300 hours approx. But you have each playlist on solution architect and build suite and integration suite, DevOps. Like each of them have 10 video, 13 video, 12 video, which will give you a bit detailed idea of each of these capabilities, what we are just going to cover today on a solution architecting perspective. Okay. And then you have website where you can look at our courses if you wanted to know about the courses. Yeah. Maybe I have kept it open. So these are the courses we have. You can go and look at it if you are looking for any course. Next, you can contact mentorspool or you can contact me here. And if you're looking for some small learning bites on BTP Cloud, please follow Surabhi. She is the CEO. She always do post some small post every day, or the team post using her profile. So you will definitely get very good content here daily basis. Okay, if you'll follow her. Let's not delay much and let's get started. Yeah, I have created a centralized launchpad for you guys, especially for this session. Okay, where we have all systems which we are going to use: Cloud IT Services, Analytics Cloud, Datasphere, Signavio, Event Mesh, HANA Cloud Central, which is a HANA database, Business Application Studio, Build Process Automation, Cloud Transport Management, Integration Suite, and we have Dev, Test, and Continuous Integration, Continuous Delivery. Let's go and get started with our plan. I know there are many people might have already attended my previous workshop, and every time I have to cover what is cloud computing because many people are new. So guys, can you raise hand who all are not aware of what is cloud computing, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service? Can you raise your hand? Because once I will teach, it will be very, very clear. Okay, so I see approximately, okay, getting raised. Okay, so guys, someone who already have attended my previous workshops, I know you might know what is cloud computing, but I see a lot of people are there. So I would like to just give him a quick idea about what is cloud computing and what all different things. Before I start this, that's why I just kept one more PPT with me so that if needed, I can quickly present it. So let's start then with what is cloud computing, and we'll take maybe 10 seconds, sorry, 10 minutes of time or 5 to 7 minutes of time in this. Okay. So what is cloud computing? Okay. When we see this word cloud and we say computing, computing means a calculation, a computation happens, something is getting executed, right? A set of instructions are getting executed, and that is called computing. So whenever I am accessing this computation calculation through internet, that it's called cloud computing. Now you will say, Ankit, what type of calculation you're talking about? I would say, guys, so okay, so let's talk about devices, routers, switches, and very small device, even a calculator. When you calculate something, actually there is a board inside the calculator which do some calculation and show you, right? So this is a calculation, this is a electronic communication calculation. Any type of electronic communication, if you are accessing through internet, that phenomena, that ecosystem becomes the cloud computing. Let's now discuss a bit more about IT, right? So when we say IT infrastructure, generally IT infrastructure is created using IT devices or electronics devices, right? Even I would say the very minimal or very basic device which you can say is your hub, switch, routers. These are the very basic infrastructure. So even if you are accessing your router, switch, or RAM, memory, storage, application, anything, it should be available somewhere else, and you're accessing that resources and computation through internet using browser or CLI. I'm clearly saying browser and CLI. Okay, both ways. Okay, then this phenomena is called cloud computing. Okay, so either you are accessing storage, memory, computation, right? Anything. This is a cloud computing. Okay. Now, there what all different cloud deployment model we have. Okay, there are two things: cloud deployment model, cloud resource deployment model. These two things are very different, guys. One is cloud deployment model, which is public cloud and private cloud. That is out of the scope of the sessions because I don't have that much of time to go and speak about that maybe. But cloud resource deployment model generally is categorized in three parts called infrastructure as a service, software as a service, and platform as a service. Three things, right? How they're different, it is very important. Okay, definitely SAP doesn't offer infrastructure as a service. SAP only offers platform as a service and software as a service. But yes, to understand them, we can discuss one by one. Okay, so just to understand it better, because we come from on-premise background, so we'll have to understand this and understand difference one by one. We'll take an example. Let's say I talk about IKEA. Okay, IKEA started, let's say, 7 years back, and they were manufacturing. They planned that, okay, fine, we'll manufacture a lot of home household products, right, which will sell, right? So now IKEA also realized we should have a digital landscape as well, because tomorrow when I'll start selling, I maybe should have a website. I will hire a lot of employees, so I should have some HR management system. I should, because I am doing production and I'm doing manufacturing, so I also need a ERP system where I can do material management, I can do production planning, I can do manufacturing, I can execution, all of that I want to do, right? So they planned that we have to have a digital landscape as well. So they decided, let's go and develop website as a very first. Okay, let's go and develop a website. So they let's say what they will do. So they will maybe hire some of set of administrators. They will hire some developers. They will hire some DevOps consultant, right? These IT team they will hire. And now these administrator will go and set up their network, storage, server, all of it, right? Why they will set up? Because see, they will go procure, let's say, wires, switches, routers. IKEA will go and get it, right. They will design the complete network. They will also buy storage, because a lot of IT data will get generated later, should be stored, right? Also, the website what they wanted to develop, it should run on server, right? So they will buy a maybe machine, What is server, guys? It's nothing but a computer with a bigger RAM and memory, right? Server is nothing rocket, right? It's nothing but just a small laptop like we can have, right? But it will have a lot of power, lot of memory, lot of storage with it, right? So they will procure a server as well, right? And then on top of that, they will install operating system. Now, what operating system? Now, IKEA will decide will run our, guys, please go on a mute if you're not speaking. Otherwise, I will have to hard mute everyone. Okay, so now they will decide, okay, let's say I want to develop my website, so I need to maybe install it on top of Linux or on top of Windows. So the OS they will set up. Now on top of this OS, let's say they're developing this website in Node.js or Java or any other programming language, right? So they have to install the runtime of Java, right? Alongside, these are server setups, but alongside these developers, administrators, they also need their own laptops, right? And they also need the different tools in the laptop. Developer need some maybe Eclipse to write a code, right? Administrator need some of the tools to administrate this complete landscape, right? DevOps consultant may need the testing tool or malware scanning tool. This all, see, runtime they will install. Now everyone will have their laptop, they will install multiple tools. As per security team will install security related tool, DevOps team will install DevOps related tool, right? Administrator will install all its own required tools, right, to be able to manage this complete landscape. And this server itself, where you will deploy the runtime, and then on top of that, you will, let's say if you have deployed, if you have installed Java runtime or Node.js, you will develop your application, you will test, you will then finally deploy it on top of this server. And then when people will start accessing it, like IKEA will announce, now we have a new website, now people can directly go and order the products from our website. The people will start ordering it, it will generate a lot of data. Definitely they will need a database as well, right, which will be there behind the website. So they will have to install database as well, maybe on this server or some other server they will set up for that, right? And then finally the application will run. So you have to manage the application, you are the managing data, you are the one setting up runtime, you are the one, like IKEA is the one who is installing OS, IKEA is the one setting up everything. Who is taking care of? IKEA taking care of. New versions will be developed, again IKEA need to take care of, right, for that website, correct? So this is on premise. Now there are some players in a market like AWS, Azure, GCP. They said, let's do one thing. Why these guys are investing their time to do all these networking, storage, server and all? Let's do one thing. Let's provide this as a service. So what they did, AWS, Azure, GCP, they went ahead and created data centers across the globe. Across the globe. Data center is nothing but like this. Again, there is a network designing has been done. RAM is available here. Storage available here. It's just, this is now available on internet. So if I say they created a launchpad like this is called AWS management console. Azure created Azure portal. GCP created GCP console, right? Now what you can do, now they are providing infrastructure service. It means you can go and design network here. So if we say there is service BPC, okay, if you go on to the BPC, here you can really create your virtual network, I would say, okay, right? All the NAT subnets you can create, all of this you can go ahead and create it. Yeah, just 1 second, guys. Okay, so see, they are creating network here, right? See, I can design network. Then also they are giving a service called S3. I can go and design the S3 storage. I can go ahead and design. Or I am looking for, okay, so also I need laptops or I need a server, right? So I'll go to EC2 service they are providing, right? Infrastructure. So I can go ahead and launch instance here of my choice. Okay, so let's say for my server, I need a machine with the bigger memory and RAM, right? So I will choose what operating system I need for my server, and then I will go ahead and launch right machine, right, with the right configurations, memory, CPU, whatever I need, right? And also I may want to create multiple. I may want to create multiple, small machines, which I will give to my developers or my administrators, and they will also get a virtual machine, and they will go ahead and connect it, and they will install their separate tool, and they will work, right? So if you see here, we are getting the complete infrastructure here as a service. Yeah, infrastructure part. Yeah, we are getting this as a service. If you look at this, so we are getting networking, storage, server, laptops, all of that we are getting as a service. Now on top of this server, I have option to choose which OS I want, right? So now they're saying it's your job to choose the OS, right? But then on top of it, again, I have to install runtime. See, runtime I have to install, right? And then I have to deploy the application. Also, developer will get virtual machines in which he will install development tool. DevOps people will install DevOps tool, right? Security people will install security tool, and then all of that. And then all the development will happen, deployment will happen. Then again, application will run on this server. So if we say here we are getting infrastructure as service, but again, rest of the things we completely related, right? So we are taking care of these part, but infrastructure we are getting as a service, right? So we are saying this is infrastructure as service offering. Now, third thing, platform as a service. Yeah. What this platform as a service is. Okay. Now, what happens? These guys said, like these service provider, they said, why even these guys are installing this development tool, DevOps tool, security tool, data analytics tool, databases? Let's provide everything as a service. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's create this software directly and make it available somewhere. That's what SAP started doing. So what SAP said, let's go and rent infrastructure from AWS, Azure, GCP and create this platform. And on top of this platform, I'll provide services. This is our BTP Cockpit and it's our offering. So BTP is a platform as a service. On top of it, whatever you want to write a code, you have a business application studio, you go and write a code, subscribe this, and there you write a code like you write in Visual Studio Code. If I say Visual Studio Code, right, this is have installed, right? Generally developer will install this Visual Studio Code. But here business application studio exactly same like Visual Studio Code Eclipse coming as a service. Now I need to do testing, right? Testing of my app, right? So they are giving CI/CD service. In this, I can create a CI/CD pipeline and testing will do. Now I don't need to install Selenium. I don't need to install TestNG or anything, right? Now I want to do a monitoring, right? So they are providing a tool called application logging service available here. I want to do auto scaling load balancing again there. Now I don't have to install any auto scaler load balancer here in my server. Everything is coming as a service. I want to do security. I want to do identity access management. So cloud identity services, they are again giving no tools you have to install. Generally in on-premise, you will install BW. Now here we have SAP Datasphere. You will install BO. Here we have SAP Analytics Cloud. Whatever database you have to install in on-premise, here we have HANA Cloud as a database available as a service. No development tool, no DevOps tool, no security tool, nothing you have to install, guys. Everything is a service. Just go subscribe, your database is ready and start using it. You'll get a URL. Correct. So this what happened. It is offering you lot of tools and services using which you can do data analytics, lot of things what I said. Also, you can develop new application on top of it, because here just to develop website, you wanted your you install those runtime and all of it, right? Or development tool, DevOps tool. But here all the development tool, DevOps tool is coming as a service. Right now you need a runtime here. So now we need environment. So environment also they're providing as a service, Cloud Foundry environment, Kyma environment. So generally you install NetWeaver to run HANA database or run BW or run S4, right? So NetWeaver what? NetWeaver does work as an environment, right? On top of SAP software runs. Similarly, whatever new custom application you will develop, that also needs an environment here. So they're providing environment also as a service, which is Cloud Foundry, Kyma and ABAP environment, right? So all technical solution, server also, which is nothing but like a runtime they're providing as a service. Apart from this, these guys also said, right, there are many companies on the globe, they need standard solution, like they need HR solution, they need manufacturing related solution, they need procurement related solution. So they started developing full-fledged applications also, HR related application, CRM related application, ERP related application, and they kept all of this software service also on a platform. So SAP did the same thing. Apart from not only providing technical tools, SAP is also developing a lot of business solutions, which SAP's main work is. Actually, SAP has been providing business solutions from very long time, right? So now SAP started developing the cloud version of all their on-premise solution and kept it on BTP, which you can go and subscribe. Let's say I want to subscribe IBP. Why? APO you have in on-premise, but IBP here we have in a cloud, which is a cloud version of APO, right? You have BW for an on-premise, Datasphere we have, it's running on BTP. So Datasphere as a service, SAC as a service, which are corresponding system of some of the cloud solutions. If I say SAP IDM, you have in on-premise. Here we have SAP IPS running on BTP. So not only these technical tool, but also a lot of software as a service, complete solution also they have provided here. So I can say this business technology platform is nothing but a platform which offers us software as service, which and lot of tools using which I can develop new solutions, new custom application also can deploy. Apart from these, rest of security, integration, automation, development, AI, all of that also I can do. Okay. So these are three different models how resources you get, and that's what we are getting on BTP. Everything we are getting as a service. Yeah. So we have development related services. So where we can look all those services, we have Discovery Center on the on SAP, SAP provided, right? Here in Discovery Center, we can go and look at it, all the services. These are all services. You see, some tools are for data and data management, some tools are for developers, some tools for DevOps, some tools for mobile application development, some tools for automation, runtime, container servers. See, guys, runtime Cloud Foundry is nothing but a managed server, you can say. Okay, security, user experience, all of this, right? A lot of services are there, and you can choose whatever you want, and whatever you will choose, that they will create a contract between you and me. Sorry, SAP and you, there will be contract, and that contract is represented by global account, which shows you what are the services you want to use on BTP is listed here. Definitely, you will talk to SAP what all services you need. You'll discuss with the commercial model, maybe CPA, pay as you go, and subscription based, all of that. We don't have time to discuss that, but yeah, and they will provide a global account. So global account is nothing but this is a BTP cockpit. Okay, and you get a global account by SAP, which is created by SAP on your company name. Okay, and you get all the services which you want to use, which you have agreed with SAP here in global account. Okay, now you want to use this service. And what is this? This is nothing but, guys, small software package, right? When you click on subscribe on of it, it actually gets installed, right? So if you want to use any of this service, you need a runtime. What you need? You need a runtime. You need a infrastructure. Whatever you want to run, you need infrastructure. Now infrastructure is available somewhere across the globe, which is rented by SAP from AWS Azure, right? So how I will subscribe a service then? Because service will need infrastructure to run. So guys, that's where SAP have given a one option called sub account. So by clicking on create sub account, you say, hey, let's say I want to subscribe a service called automation pilot. An automation pilot, and now I will decide automation pilot I want to run in, let's say, US East or Azure Singapore. Okay, so now how I will target, how I can make sure that when I will subscribe automation, it will really go into the same location. That's just for that only you create a sub account, and you say, because I want to subscribe my service in Azure Singapore, so that's why I will create a sub account in Singapore. As soon as I say, and I say automation pilot, let's say, yeah, and I'll create a sub account. As soon as I create this sub account, this sub account is targeting, yeah, this sub account is targeting Azure Singapore, right? And I will go ahead and subscribe that service there quickly. So let me go ahead and quickly subscribe a service just to show you end-to-end cycle, so that from there, then after that, will pick up one by one things. Okay. So this is sub account is getting great. It means if I go and subscribe a service here, it will go and subscribe in Singapore, because my automation pilot, I want to subscribe in Singapore. That's why I will create a sub account. So I can say sub account is nothing but a logical entity which connects, your real system where it is running to your BTP digital landscape. Okay, or it creates a logical connection between your BTP cockpit and an on-premise location where actually you want to run that service, right? So see, I will go here. Okay, so see here, I created a sub account, guys. SAP have given me all the services in global account. Now to go ahead and subscribe a service in the sub account, I have to actually assign the service there in the sub account from global account, or I have to transfer the service in easy language. If I say, so I will select okay, in this sub account, I want to subscribe automation pilot. I will select this sub account. I will say add my automation pilot service in this sub account.
Hi, Ankit.
So I'll
Sorry to
search for,
interrupt.
yeah.
Can you go a little slow? People were asking to reduce the pace.
Okay, sure. Okay, guys, why? Okay, so let's start from why I'm creating sub account. Because I want to subscribe a BTP service. Now, a BTP service needs a infrastructure to run on. Structure is spread across the globe, which is managed by AWS Azure, and definitely SAP have done a tie-up with them. Okay. So I will have to create a sub account. The sub account is something which let me target particular location, because when I create the sub account, it let me select the location. Okay, so I selected that location. I created my sub account because I want to subscribe this service here. So I have to, because SAP gives all services on global account. Okay, and I have to send that service into sub account. I have to assign that service entitlement into that sub account. So that's why I have selected this sub account which I created, and I want to add my service, which is automation pilot. I will search here all the services which I have available global account level. You see automation pilot. I will click on see assign this, and I will click on save. So now my service, which was there in a global account, now came into this sub account. Okay, and I will go into this sub account, and in this sub account, I have an option called services. In this, I have a service marketplace. So all the services which have been given by global account to this sub account, we can see from service marketplace, and automation pilot is visible here. See, we have assigned the entitlement of that. I'll click on create, and then I'll select the plan. I'll click on create, means I'm subscribing. It means now I'm installing automation pilot in Azure Singapore. Actually, this is what I did now. Once it is created, you go into instances, a subscription section. It means whatever thing you have subscribed, which you can view here. Okay, so I can click here and open this. Generally, guys, when you will install or you will subscribe an application, that application you cannot access directly. You have to assign roles for that application to user. Okay, so that's why what I have to go and assign the role collection for that. So you see automation admin, it's coming. It was not there previously. As soon as I subscribed it, automatically it came. Okay, automatically it came, and I assigned to myself. Now again I will go there, and then I will try to launch this app. Okay, so now this app is getting launched. It will authenticate me. It will ask all those user ID and password and everything. First time if you log in, 100% will authenticate. From next time it will start using the SSO if you have configured. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and select my user which I want to use, and then
Sorry.
see automation pilot is subscribed. Yeah, anyone want to say something?
Yeah, so I have a query. So there are two, right? Subscription and instance. So generally, if we subscribe, then the application or the service will be gets subscribed, and we use that application, right? And what is this instance here? Instances.
Okay, so guys, there are three categories here. Application services. Applications are always going to subscription. Services come into instances. These services are nothing but they are standalone. They cannot do anything. They always are dependent. They are always supporting service. Let's say this is the I subscribe automation pilot, and I'm able to access this, right? But let's say I want to access this automation pilot using APIs. Okay, APIs. So I have to create a service instance of automation type. Okay, guys, I don't have that much time, because see, a service, again, this has three category within it also. Instances also have three category. You can say instances doesn't have its own existence. They either support the platform, they either support the applications what you have, or they provide capability to the custom application you develop. There are three categories in that. Generally, if you'll join my detailed training, I will really go in very depth of all those categories, and will take three example of each of them and show you. Service instances are nothing but, you can say, supporting service for custom application you're developing, or this platform itself, or for software or service which are available here. Okay, they
Okay.
don't have
Like.
their own existence alone.
Mm.
They always are supporting to any of three, either a
Right.
platform or
Right. For some.
application. Yeah.
Yeah. For some services or some. We have both, right? Service and instance. In that case, what based on what
Okay, let's
actually we
let's
need to
take
select?
example. Let's say you subscribe IAG, which is identity access governance. Okay, and you're able to access IAG using URL. But let's say there is service now want to reach out to IAG. So now service now will use APIs of IG, right? So you need to create technical user and ID and everything, correct? Where you will create technical user. Service instance of IG type will let you create technical user there. Getting my point? Because if you
Yeah.
go into this, you don't have any option to create technical user, but any system want to reach out to this automation pilot, how they will reach out? It needs a user ID, password, technical user, right? How you will be able to? That's why you'll subscribe an instance type of service, which where you'll create a service key, and that service key will give you the user ID and password, if certificate based authentication details, or OAuth authentication detail, basic authentication detail, multiple things. Definitely I can invest 3 hours on this in this just service section. Okay, but a lot of concepts are there, but I tried giving you idea. Is it okay? Yeah,
Yeah.
great. So let's proceed further. So now see, I subscribed
Thanks.
my automation pilot, and now I'm able to access it. See, within 1 minute it's ready. Any system you want, within 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, half an hour, things will be ready. You start using it, no installation, nothing needed. So this is how you will set up subscriber service. Now we looked at very general idea about, you know, how we are using the service. Now our training is a plan for today is a architecting. So we have to first
Oh,
understand.
hi Ankit. Just a small query. For example, if we have a SAP HANA database, so is that an instance or a service? So which one you categorize it?
So HANA database is an instance, but it comes with
Okay.
multiple tools. Okay. So now, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, there are some, okay, I'll come to HANA database. We have planned that, right? We have a data analytics section, right? We'll anyway come there. HANA
Sure, sure. Please
instance will be,
continue.
HANA instance will be called as an instance. Okay. But HANA Cloud Central is a application subscription. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Great. So guys, different BTP roles. Very first role is BTP Enterprise Architect. This guy is very senior guy, maybe leading the complete technical landscape of a company. I took example of IKEA, right? Maybe there'll be a global leader, who would be very technical, not very technical. More, he should have some technical knowledge. So generally, you see, enterprise architects are someone who will take long-term IT decisions. Let's say I take a normal example. Let's say you have a customer who is right now on-premise. He's using all SAP on-premise services, right? But now the enterprise architect in that company will say, we let's have a 2 years of plan, and we'll slowly migrate into BTP. Maybe we'll start with integration suite, then we'll start developing some extensions on BTP. Later we'll move into automation on BTP. So maybe first year he plan will go into 4 tools we'll start implementing. The next year maybe again 4 more BTP services will introduce and do. The job of enterprise architect is to take long-term decision. Main goal is strategic change, a long-term strategic change. Also business point of view, more it's more on returns. He always think more on business point of view. Business will make more profit if we do something on IT, any transformation we do. So he will more think strategically and will take long term IT decisions. Okay, he might not be aware of that in integration suite. You may have a TPM which has what authentication method. No, he don't need to know that. He might know this is integration suite. This has some of these tools. He will have just quite a high level idea of it, but he will not know things, right? So he is very less technically he thinks, but he more thinks strategically and will have long term IT plans. This guy is solution enterprise architect. Now solution architect is a very important role, and he is a full technical guy, very technical. Okay, and he should be able to understand business also a bit. Okay, now whatever the strategic plan business is suggesting, it's his job to translate it into technically. He should be able to translate the all business requirements in the technical format. Okay, that's why if you see, he will think strategically a bit, but it will be more thinking on a technical perspective. He will be designing the complex solution architecture. Let's say my enterprise architect says, hey, we are going to implement integration suite. Now the challenge is We have to migrate from PIPO to integration suite, how the integration will look like. Okay, now how people will authenticate to integration suite, right? How the migration will happen. He will design that complete architectural diagram. Okay, so this is solution architect. When you will understand this, it will be more clear at this level. Okay, so and guys, this solution architect should have idea of admin also, security also, development automation, integration, DevOps, data analytics, AI, all of the domains of BTP. I'm not saying that he should be expert of every single tool here, but he should be clear, have idea about if Datasphere is there, what Datasphere does. Datasphere can do replication flow. Datasphere can do task chain. Datasphere can we can do modeling. We can extract data from multiple systems. We can send it to SAC analytics layer. Lot of all over all the capabilities he should know Datasphere, but maybe he don't know how to do modeling. He might not know how to do, but what is the meaning of modeling? What is the meaning of creating charts, graphs, stories, planning? What is the meaning of all of this? He should understand. And it's not only for this tool, SAC, Datasphere, build work zone, build process automation, build apps, all of the tool in this, he should have clear cut idea of the capabilities of each tool and how they talk each other, how they talk to each other. That's what we are going to look into the session today. Okay. And now we have IT architects who have in-depth knowledge of administration. Now solution architect knows that if I want to integrate success factors with Ariba, Ariba offers some API, success factor offers some API, we will use integration suite, right? Maybe he will know what adapter we can use or what integration pattern we can use, but he might not then know what authentication mechanism is needed, when certificate based one needed, or when a basic should be used, or when OAuth should be used. Maybe he'll not go, or maybe he know, but then he should not know the OAuth flow, how the tokens are getting exchanged, all of those, then he don't know. But this admin security guy should know every single bits and piece of behind scene, whatever working. Okay, so that's why we have profiles called BTP administrator, BTP security specialist, BTP developer, automation, integration, DevOps, all of it. These guys are juniors or to be become managers, right? Or senior managers. They are full technical guy, have very advanced level of knowledge, implementation knowledge, but this guy will not do implementation. His only job is to understand the problem of a customer. Customer always will come up with the problem of a business problem. This is my problem in my business. Can you help me to resolve this? Now solution architect will say, okay, tell me your problem. We'll analyze the problem. We'll propose 2 to 3 solution. We'll create an architectural diagram of each solution. Will suggest which is better, right? Also, he should be able to translate to all of them, because he's managing them also, he's managing business also, both the place. So he should be very clear with everything. Okay, that's why if you look at here, let's say if there is example where, see, requirement gathering, designing the solution, right? Technical specifications, implementation, testing and optimization, all of this solution architect's job is. Okay, he might not implement everything, but he will understand everything. Now, any administrator or integration consultant cannot make him full. He should have that level of knowledge. Okay, and he should be able to understand customer pain also and come up with the solution for it. Okay, these are the responsibilities. Now we'll focus on administration. What comes into administration? We have to design account model. If you look at my cockpit, you let me just quickly go to my cockpit. See, if I go to my global account, yeah, I have designed the complete landscape here. I'll just show you just 1 second. And this is the administrator job. Definitely, he will consult with solution architect what pattern I should follow, because there are different account model schemes. Data API separate account model. See, I have designed this complete account model. If I show here this is my global account, and I have created a directory for DevOps in which all my DevOps services are running separately. See, business application studio, cTMS service, CI/CD service, right? And then I have Launchpad, right? Launchpad build work zone is running. I have data analytics, which I have HANA cloud. It has your Datasphere. It will have SAC, right? All of the data related tool, master data governance, all of it will have, right? My data analytics directory. Now I have artificial intelligence where I will have Joule available. I will have document management service, all AI related solutions available, right? Or my AI core, AI Launchpad is available. All of this is available, right? Now integrations, I have event mesh integration shoot running separately, right? Application development automation, it means whatever custom applications I'm developing, maybe deploying on Kyma, Cloud Foundry, ABAP, or I'm developing extensions for Ariba, SuccessFactors, Fieldglass, S4, all those applications will run here. Okay, now we have security, in which we'll have, let's say, audit logging, we have we have IaaS, IPS, all of that, and we'll also have some business solutions. So this diagram, see, I have created my cockpit look like it's not visible in one diagram, but you see here, see, this is application development where I have all the sub account related to that, artificial related sub account separately, data intelligence, sorry, data related sub accounts I have separately. One second, let me make it a bit smaller. See, Launchpad separately, security separately, and that's what I'm depicting here in the figure. See, now, how my landscape look like? See, this is my BTP landscape, and this is my other cloud: SuccessFactors, Fieldglass, Concur, Signavio, Ariba, non-SAP system, on-premise solutions, BW4, GRC, IDM, LDAP. Now, this all BTP solution is made for what? For this business solution. If you want to do integration between all of this, now integration will come in. Integration tools will come in a picture. You want to do reporting on top of it, right? So you will fetch data from SuccessFactors, Fieldglass, Concur in Datasphere, and then you will send it to SAC for reporting purpose, right? You are developing any custom applications. You are, let's say, you want to extend functionality of SuccessFactors or any of this system. You will do in here, you will do development, right? So you will create sub accounts, dev, test, production, and you will do it, right? So I have just mentioned one. It's not one. Maybe you have 10 projects. So three sub accounts you will have for all 10 projects, right? Yeah. Now automations you are developing for SuccessFactors or S4, any of this you will develop automations here. Security, you want to set up single sign-on for any of this system, you will do here, right? You want to manage the centralized Launchpad, you will manage here. See, I have created a centralized. So anyways, we have a time to go. So now administrator job is to see, I subscribed automation pilot. I created a sub account. I will keep that sub account within this automation part here. I'll create 3 sub account: automation pilot, dev, test, QA, right? And we'll create it here. And there I'll assign the entitlement in the sub account, and I will use it here in the sub account, where whatever sub account. See, now administrator job is create this complete sub account, subscribe the service, provide the access to the user, setting up SSO for all of it, right? So guys, it's all administrative activity where you design this complete landscape, but you'll consult solution architect always. So solution architect also have clear idea how the landscape should look like, whether we want to have centralized DevOps, whether we want to do data API separate account model. Guys, I don't have that much of time to go and teach all of every single thing, but if you'll join my sessions, I'll make bits and pieces, break and make it clear. Okay, very in depth. Okay, and AI solutions, all of it. So setting up all of this, it's administrative job. Okay, I will show more administrative job later maybe. Okay, so see, if we look at the BTP cockpit, what BTP cockpit is actually, these solutions I've just made it in portrait mode. Okay, so you see this, if I just rotated this figure, and I have see the data centers are available across the globe. Now one service running here, one solution running here, one solution running here, one solution running here. So how I'm managing this all my landscapes. This is a physical landscape what we have, right? But we are actually managing it virtually from here. So my BTP cockpit is nothing but the logical representation of actual landscape is spread across the globe. And my sub account is showing, because I'll create a sub account in particular reason, I'll subscribe digital manufacturing cloud there. So you see, it is saying that digital manufacturing cloud running in this region, because this region has been selected while creating the sub account. And see, we have modeled it properly, right? All security, all of these are running somewhere here across the globe. Yeah, and you are managing it centrally with this using Cockpit, right? So we can say that our BTP cockpit is nothing but the digital representation of actual landscape is spread across the globe, right? Yeah. So now when I was seeing this administrative work, right? So guys, very first thing, BTP account modeling you have to do, which I showed. This account modeling you have to create, right? There are guys different, there are 5-6 different account models. There are different guidelines, but that takes me approximately 3 hours for me to cover all of this. Okay, but we don't have that much of time. But that is first thing. it's BTP account model, which is nothing but this. Second, if you see service and commercial model, right? Guys, a solution architect or administrator will have very clear idea about how the services are calculated. If you see, this is my discovery center, right? We'll use this to model our service, do the service modeling. Yeah. If I, let's say my customer have opted, they want to use 15 BTP services. So now my customers say, what all the services are there? See, so you have to add all 15 services. Every service will have multiple plan. You have to have clear idea about plan. You have to have clear idea about where all you places you can run. We have clear idea about whether they are calculated on the basis of user, or somewhere you will see GB, somewhere you will see capacity unit, somewhere you will see compute hours, somewhere you will see API calls. So the way these services cost is calculated on the different metrics. Okay, and you have to have clear idea about each and every plan. Okay, so if I go, let's say integration, shoot, see, there are 4 plans here. You have clear idea what is integration set plan, what is a message plan, what is a standard edition plan, right? Every service, every plan, as a solution architect, you should have idea how the cost calculation happens. So you will add one service as per unit. See, I have added approximately 20-25 services here, right? And then what you can do, you can go, you can create a, you can submit this to your, you can download this or you can share. So what I will say, I'll download this and here it will come. Let me see. Okay, so please correct plan. Is there somewhere I did not? Okay, let me, I guess somewhere I did something. It is not downloading. Share. Okay, let me reset this. Cancel. Let me reset this. Reset. And so let me add some services quickly. So automation pilot, build process automation, cloud foundry runtime. So this is how you will add one service. Okay. And then where you want to run, you will select region, which plan you want to use, all of it you'll say. Okay. One by one you'll have to do. And then finally, once your complete modeling is ready, you download this and share with your client. Right. And you can apply discounts and all. Right. So estimation, it will come. So then with this, you're paying how much monthly your customer will pay. This is the amount, right? But guys, every single plan, every single metric, every single availability, you have to have very clear idea of across all the services solution architect. Okay. And this also I cover up. I'll take approximately 3 hours of time to cover all of this and different plans, different, like there'll not be any condition where you'll not able to identify. Even I take 25 service example and one by one will pick up and select and do and show you. And then finally you'll able to understand. Then any service on BTP you can pick up and do the complete service modeling. So this is your service modeling. This is common. Administrator also should know very well, and security person also. Now Cloud Foundry administration. When I say, so now why we need Cloud Foundry? Because I have, let's say, developed a custom application, right? And now I want to deploy this custom application. I told custom application will go into dev, right? A development one, right? See, application development automation I have. In this, I have sub accounts available. See, 5 sub accounts I have available, right? So let's go and target that particular sub account. Let's say where I want to deploy my app. So to be able to deploy the app, you need a server. And how? And BTP offers you Kyma as a managed server or Cloud Foundry as a managed server. So let's say I've created that dev, production and test, right? 3 sub accounts for that, right? I will go into dev and here I will enable Cloud Foundry because I want to deploy in Cloud Foundry. If I want to deploy in Kyma, I will have to enable Kyma. Don't worry, I will show you Kyma as well. And there I will create spaces. Yeah. In this space, I will go ahead and deploy the application in this space. Yeah. And here, so you see my application is deployed and I can go ahead and access this application. See, my application is saying it's what it does. If I say Ankit and say hello, it says hello. This is simple app, right? Now let's say load is more on the application. I can increase the instances of this app. So let's say it can handle only 10,000 users. Now 20,000 users came. So you can increase the instances and now it can handle 10 more thousand. It will distribute the load, right? If you don't want to do it manually, you have a service called service instance. You can subscribe for autoscaler service and then bind with this app and automatically will increase instances and decrease the instances if more people come. See, only one is there. If I go and increase the instance, you will see that one more app instance will get launched and this will share the load. So maybe if 10,000 it can handle, 15,000 user came, so 7,500 it will handle, 7,500 it will handle. So see, I have deployed my app in Cloud Foundry and I'm able to access it. And a lot of things I can do for this application. So Cloud Foundry administration is something, how to create space, how to create space quota. There are a lot of things, which we have to do. Generally, I will take 3 to 4 hours of time to teach all of this. Okay. So this is how you will you will see this landscape, right? You have created spaces in which you will deploy your app. You will create space quota. You will manage the security of Cloud Foundry from here. All of this. That is all again administrative job, but solution architect should know all of it on a high level. Okay. Now Kyma environment administration. Now Kyma environment also I have available with me. So I have subscribed the Kyma environment in one of the sub accounts. Okay. So generally, because Kyma on watch, where there you will deploy app, so you will create a sub account again in the application development directory, where you'll again create dev test QA, and there you will enable Kyma environment. So in Kyma environment, actually I have one sub account in which I have Kyma environment available, so which I have subscribed. You see here I have enabled Cloud Foundry also, and here I have enabled Kyma also. Both you can enable. One of them you can enable. Generally, you should enable only one of them. Okay, as per standard, you see the Kyma environment is available here. And if I go and try looking into Kyma environment, see on the dashboard, see, this is my Kyma environment. Yeah. So I'll have to log in into this, and then I can go and deploy the app in my Kyma environment as well. But this is based on Kubernetes. Okay. So if you want to learn this, we'll learn what is Kubernetes, and AWS offers Kubernetes, managed servers. Cloud Foundry is also based on Kubernetes. Azure offers Kubernetes, how they are different, why to use Kyma only, why not to use Cloud Foundry only. All of this you have to understand very well. Okay. The next, we have ABAP environment, which you can go and subscribe as a service here. So again, ABAP environment, what you'll do with ABAP environment? You will do deploy application. Again, it will come into my application development directory, right? So I'll come here, I'll go out, and again, it should be in the application development directory, because I'll develop ABAP application, deploy an ABAP environment, right? So I must have created a sub account called ABAP environment here, see? And in this, I will go and deploy my ABAP apps, right? And I can go into, if you go into service section, I will go ahead and launch ABAP environment, and you would be able to see the ABAP environment, right? So this is ABAP environment. Now I can connect my Eclipse with this ABAP environment. I can code in Eclipse. I can push the code to ABAP environment. Here it will run. Then whatever app you have deployed, now you can monitor it here, right? You have a lot of monitoring capabilities here: CPU utilization, memory utilization, lot of this health monitoring, ABAP runtime errors, application system, sample work, system workload, system outbound communication, HANA table analysis. Because HANA Cloud comes inbuilt in ABAP environment. Whenever you deploy any application in ABAP environment, HANA Cloud comes as inbuilt a database with the ABAP environment. Okay, so database level analysis you can do, backend infrastructure level analysis you can do, the application which you have deployed you can do analysis, right? On top of it, a lot of things you can do, right? So ABAP environment administration also is an administrative job available, right? Now BTP application integration with cloud and on-premise system. So now let's say any BTP app I can pick up. Let's say I want to pick up okay, build work zone. Anyway, we'll come to the build work zone. So build work zone want to federate Fiori apps. Yeah, once again, build work zone dev. Build work zone. Yeah, guys, any application running in a sub account want to talk to on-premise system, cloud system, you have options given here for connectivity. Okay. So if you want to talk to cloud system, I will create directly destination here. Destination here. See destinations I'll create. And if I want to connect to on-premise, then I will add this sub account in cloud connector, and that connection will be visible here. And I will use these connections. And I will show you this because we'll come into build work zone. There I have connected build work zone with on-premise system. I have federated on-premise Fiori apps in build work zone. I will show you that. See, I'm doing, and this concept is again same. Any app running on BTP, any sub account, it always use these things to integrate with on-premise and cloud system. Connectivity service you have, destination service you have. Yeah. So all of this. So this is again, integration is your job. Any BTP app want to talk to, if I look at here, you know, this my diagram, my BTP app, which is running in a sub account, want to talk to SuccessFactors, want to talk to Fieldglass, want to talk to Concur, want to talk to Fieldglass directly from sub account. Administrator job is to do that. Now you will say, then what integration people will do? Guys, will come into integration. Then I will show you why it is, what administrator will do, what integration consultant will do, right? Any of these solutions running in this, or any custom solutions running in this, they all, if want to talk to on-premise and cloud system, this is the administrative job to do. And solution architect should clearly know this also on a high level. Okay, now I will go into next thing. What is next we have? Now, okay, sorry, I picked up security one. I'm really sorry. Okay, it's in, oh yeah, here. Now CLI. Guys, we are using the Cockpit to do create sub account, subscribe a service, but I can log in into BTP using CLI, command line interface. Yeah. If you say, I say BTP login, and I told you in definition, either using CLI or using browser, you know, you can, if you are accessing your resources, this is cloud computing, right? And see, if I show you my landscape, BTP target, I can see all my global accounts. See, this is my global account, this sub account, all of the sub accounts are available here. See, yeah. Now you want to work in different global account, you can switch. Yeah. So all the sub accounts which, right, you wanted to work or target, right, the complete structure, even with CLI, you can go create sub account, create service instance, create a trust, everything, whatever I can do with CLI, I will do with, I can do with UI, I can do with CLI as well. I can do whatever I'm doing here on a Cockpit, yeah, using CLI. And I see I logged into CLI. I was able to see my global account, all the sub account. That was for BTP platform. But guys, these environments, cloud foundry environment, it has a separate CLI. So I can go here. I can say again, I can open the command line. Okay, I can say Cloud Foundry login. That last time I logged into BTP platform. Now I am logging into Cloud Foundry. So I'll say CF login. Okay, and again, I will go and provide my detail. Yeah. So again, I can administrate and see what are different Cloud Foundry I'm part of. So let's say I choose app one dev, right, where I had deployed an app. So I choose one. See, I'm targeting this targeted org. Sorry, I guess I targeted wrong one. I want to target the app dev. This second one I targeted. Okay, so BT. Okay, CF target org. I want to target dev. Okay, so I am targeting dev, no space targeted. So I say CF target, yes, dev. Sorry. Oh, spelling is wrong. CF target. So now see in Cloud Foundry we had spaces, right? So see, I am targeting that space, dev space. I'll say CF apps. So what all app are running? You see everything what I can do with UIC, the CF static app which I opened, you right, where I said hi, it was running. So I can do everything in Cloud Foundry also using command line. I don't need to log in into Cloud Foundry here using command line. So now BTP administrator job is to do this. Now solution architect don't need to know this much. Okay. He's not, because more on implementation part. Now audit logging, application logging, monitoring and alerting, DevOps administration, setting up landscape for integration, automation, development, DevOps, data analytics, AI is all administrative job, and identity access management means SSO and all. These all jobs are administrator and solution architect should clearly know all of this on a high level. At least capability, how it happens, maybe behind scene, how it is working may not know, but he should know. But this is administrative job you have to do. Okay. So now next thing is any doubts here, guys? Anyone have any doubts here?
Hi, Ankit. This is Prashant.
Yeah, Prashant.
So earlier you were mentioning that from whatever the UI we are using, that we can run from CLI as well. So how
Yeah,
would
we can
that
run
specific?
CLI, yes, and also we can
Yes.
use infrastructure as a code like Terraform also to set up already infrastructure and then just execute it. Automation also we can do.
So you are familiar. That is the reason you are giving the commands. But where we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
check
I know
this
all of
command?
this. Yes, so I have been doing all of this. So yes, I know all those commands. So
So
I can do
if
everything
we
using
are
CLI.
yes, if we are new, right?
Yeah,
How will be getting that?
Yeah, go
well,
ahead,
my
please.
question is also the same.
let's say I'm having a new system. I'm just, opted a BTP and I have subscribed. Now, if I want to check all that my global account and sub accounts via command line interface, is there any prerequisites or settings I need to do at the OS level?
Yes, there are some settings. So generally, yes, you have to install BTP CLI or you have to install CF CLI. Then, so that all I cover in generally admin training actually. So this what you see, right? This I cover in 50 hours. What I just showed you.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
thanks, Ankit.
Thanks.
Yeah. Fine. So let's
Hey,
just
Ankit.
yeah.
Sorry, even I'm barging in like that, but
No problem.
for a larger audience, I want to ask a question here is, for example, for a consultant who is totally non-IT or non-SAP, so to speak, do you think they will be able to, with this training, they will be able to, enter or get, understand BTP administration completely, or they should have some
BTP
prior?
admin, if you are from anyway from maybe CS you have learned in, then yes, you will. In my sessions, I will have a person having 20 years experience in basis. I have a person in a fresher who have just have idea of some IT because he have learned in college, because I start from college days. If you see introducing the cloud computing, I went there, right? And definitely it will be very slow then. Yeah. And that's why you will see that if you look at, these are the admin people who have learned with me. And this guy, this Sri Kumar, he is again 20 years of experience person, again 13 14 years of experience people. These all people have written about my admin training. Okay. And they are not less. I can show hundreds of this like
Yeah,
this.
but do you think this administration course is the right course to start off for a person who
Yes,
is?
100%. If you learn administration, then I can get, if you learn administration with you, with me, I can make sure anything on BTP, then you can learn, because I teach that way. Or
Okay,
I
okay.
hope there would be a lot of people in the class. Guys, how many of you are attending my classes? Can you raise your hand currently or have attended with me or want to say something?
Hey, hi Ankit. I
Yes.
was joining your class with Ayaz and all. It's nice, and the way of explanation is really good.
Yeah, I can
And
see that.
you teach
Actually, I
the
can already see that. To be honest,
Guys, I'll make you master in BTP. I'll go so in depth in administration that more than depth is not possible. Okay.
yeah,
And that's why people say this. It's not just,
yeah,
and
correct.
these
But
people.
this, yes, and
Ankit,
all of them are already
how do you
pre-trained.
connect your S4 HANA private landscape?
I
S4
will
HANA
cover
private.
that. I'll cover that. I have that plan. Don't worry. Okay. I'll cover that. Okay. So
So you
now
will
see,
be
these are the,
covering today now, or
I will
how is
a
that?
glimpse. I'll give you a glimpse of it. I'll give you a glimpse of it. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Now,
thanks.
now these all the administrative tasks you will do. It means administrator will have to understand the complete BTP technically. Doesn't matter, it is integration, automation, DevOps, because everything runs on BTP. Behind the scene, technically they behave same. So if you learn administration, you know generalized concept how technically BTP behaves, then any tool on BTP behaves the same way. Okay, like technically, right? So that administrator really gives you very strong fundamental knowledge or a strong technical knowledge. Then later you can learn anything on BTP if you're very new to these all SAP domains, but wanted to make career in technical side of it. Now let's go to security part. Okay, so in this now I'm picking first thing, security. So guys, in security we have two things. One is, I'm sorry, because I cannot give more time. I have a lot of things to cover, and we already 1 hour 40 minute done. Okay, maybe we have to extend half an hour. Okay, let's
Yeah,
see.
Ankit, sorry. Hello, Ankit. This is
Yeah,
Shiva. Sorry, one question. For example, if I join the course and I will complete the training, if there is any changes
Shiva,
in the
let's do
BTP,
this at the end of the training. Let's do this at
yep,
the
okay,
end.
sure,
I'll
sure.
be giving you time for all of this. Please understand. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
we'll give you time for
I'm
these
muting myself.
questions.
Yeah,
Don't
okay,
worry.
got it.
Okay, now security. In security, in on-premise, you have identity access management, identity access governance. Identity access governance you with GRC, like GRC AC. Access management you do with SSO, IDM, LDAP, all of it, right? So similarly, we have two categories on security also. And IAG we keep as a business solution. Generally because the business users use it to approve access request, right? Or do mitigation and all of it for the users who are accessing their solutions, right? But this security part is identity access management. That's why if you see here, I have divided in two categories here. So SAP offers two main service. One is SAP IAG, which is corresponding to GRC AC, where you can do access request, access analysis, privilege access management, access certification, role designing, all of it, which GRC AC does for cloud system. And this is your cloud identity services, which again has three component: IaaS, IPS, IDS. IaaS represents SSO in on-premise. IPS represents SAP IDM in on-premise. IDS represents LDAP in on-premise, right? And these two are running on top of AWS, Azure, GCP again. And you see, I have written it does access management and it does identity access governance. So if I go to my previous diagram, it means if I want to do risk analysis, people want to raise access request, I want to do privilege access management for SuccessFactors, Fieldglass, Concur, Signavio, Ariba, or all of this tool. This all will be happening by IAG. IAG will integrate it. IAG, and this is administrative job. Administrator will subscribe IAG. Administrator will set up authentication, authorization, will integrate with cloud system, will integrate with all other BTP application needed, will integrate with on-premise system. Once this all is done, now IAG consultant job, functional people job is to go and configure access request, access analysis, privilege access management, right? But right now, actually, the IAG consultant who are getting hired, they are being asked to do administrative part as well. They should know. Okay, so that's why you have to learn administrative aspects as well. Okay, which we by default add in IAG training. I don't ask you to go and learn BTP administration. But then this part is SSO part, right? So let's say you want to set up single sign-on for all of these solutions, and this all will happen with like a cloud identity services. That's why if you look at this diagram, you see SAP IaaS, this is SAP IPS, and this is my user store, and this is IAG. If IAG want to integrate with this cloud system for all of that access request job, it will talk to IPS, IPS will talk to them. So actually IAG uses IPS to integrate cloud system. That is one thing, pink line. Now IaaS provides authentication, right? So now user, let's say, want to access this system or this system. So IaaS will authenticate them. So IaaS will have all the users data available here. The users will hit the URL. They will go for authentication here. They will provide user ID and password, and then they will be able to authenticate. Not only this, even all the other BTP application running in each sub account also users will authenticate through IaaS only. Okay. Or if a company have Okta or Ping Federate, or let's say Azure Intro ID, Azure Active Directory, SailPoint, then IaaS can integrate with all of them and then they can actually authenticate. That is also possible. Now, if you see this green line I am saying, so IPS does one more. IPS does two jobs. One, it helps IAG to integrate cloud system. IPS also does user provisioning. Let's say you want to provision users from SuccessFactors to S4HANA, or Fieldglass to S4HANA, or S4HANA to Concur, or Signavio to Concur, or Concur to Ariba, or from anywhere to any of the BTP sub accounts. You want to replicate the users, IPS will work. You will have to add a source system. You will have to use as a target system, right? Guys, all of this I really cover a step by step. I integrate in front of you from scratch and show you end to end in the class. Okay, if you opt for security training. So three things: all authentication authorization will be managed by IaaS. Yeah, all provisioning either for IAG or source to target provisioning will be done by IPS. That's why I have I have created one the build workzone site just to make it easy for me. I guess it is logged off for me. Let me relog in. Maybe I'll open IaaS IPS quickly. So this is so guys, these are the apps we have, which I'll explain you. Don't worry, when I'll come to work zone, I'll explain. So this is my IaaS, okay, which I'm logging into. This is my IaaS, right? So now you will store all your users here, right? All the application which user want to authenticate, you will import here one by one: SuccessFactors, then Ariba, then Fieldglass, then Concur. All of this you'll onboard here. Now, if you want people to go and authenticate through Azure Active Directory, that you will onboard here. Azure Active Directory you will onboard, right? And see, I have configured Azure Active Directory and show you. See, my users, my person is going and authenticating from. See, for this. For this, I have included that it will go to Microsoft AD to see here. But other apps I have integrated Datasphere. It is going for IaaS, my IaaS to authenticate. Okay. So both I have set up. Single sign-on is happening, see. But I will come to the, so see, this is all, how this all happening. Why some users will go to Azure for some application, some user will go to Azure, for other application it will go to IaaS, or you want to do only Azure or you want to do only IaaS. This all offsetting you can do in this here, right? In cloud anti-services. Where is my cloud anti-services? In this cloud anti-services. Right? So user management now, not only this, risk-based authentication, federated authorization, concurrent access management, single sign-on, multi-factor authentication, branding layout, password policies, term of use document, privacy policy document, all of this you can do with IaaS, and everything I teach. I will cover every end-to-end scenario for everything what you see in this system, all these styles with proper scenario implementation in front of you. Okay, and some of them I have done, which I'm clicking and shit is happening. So that's why the job for security consultant it is, but my solution architect should always have quite good idea on all of it. Okay, what are different features IaaS offers? Identity provider setup, SAP, non-SAP, setting up SSO, trust between identity provider or application, setting up FFA, federation, risk-based, conditional, user authorization management, password policy, privacy policy, concurrent access management, real-time provisioning, application branding. These all the job is security job you have to do, right? So I offer separate training for security, you know, so IAG and security. And if you see IAG security people, so these are the IAG security people who have learned with us. Last time I showed you admin. You can keep scroll now. I have 200 of them. Okay. Next. Now these are the job, but now what solution architect will do? Solution architect should have fair idea about what all these things are. Maybe he don't know how to set up SSO, but he should know what SSO is, how what are different patterns are there, whether AD need to be used or IS should need to be used, whether AD IS both need to be used, whether AD should do authentication but authorization should be managed in IS, or both should be done in AD or Okta or anything, right? That all patterns he should know, but he may not know how to set this up, how to integrate actually all of this, how to create trust, that all he may not know. But patterns he should know everything. That's what a security things you can do. Any questions here? Otherwise, I will jump into centralized launchpad.
Ankit, I have one question. So this, accessing this IAG, so do we have a separate license required, or it comes with the package of BTP?
Yes. No, so we have to, it's a separate IAG license you are required. And we have IAG working here running, which has been integrated with cloud systems on-premise system. This is IAG sub account I'm just trying to open, or I have IAG available here in my Launchpad itself. I have kept so that I don't need to quickly. So in business application, it is there in business and IAGC. I can log in into IAG. So this IAG you have to procure actually. It is not free. And licensing is depending upon number of connection or number of user. This
okay,
is
so
IAG.
I can so I can in BTP Cockpit I can add this IAG also, even if it's a separate.
But if you have paid to SAP and SAP have added the IAG service in your global account, then like EVC automation pilot was there, right? Similarly, you will find IAG if you search. But
okay,
before that, your SAP should add you because you have paid for that.
Sure, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. And administrator generally will do that. They will create a sub account dev test and they will subscribe IAG there, and then dev test version. They will do all the integration with all dev systems, all test system for cloud and on-premise. That's how both parallel landscape will work. So that's what we generally teach in the class, right? Then you will from very scratch how IAG will come, then how you will create sub account, how you will all of that, which I told you right previously. So all of that you will be covered in the class if you wanted to learn that. Okay, so this is another sub account which IAG was there. IAG is there. See in this. Fine. So let's go ahead further. Now I want to show you centralized launchpad. Okay, so guys, what is this centralized launchpad? Okay, so let me help you. It's nothing but like Fiori Launchpad even on premise. Let's say I want to draw a diagram and explain you. Centralized Launchpad is to create it for business users to make their life easy. Let's say this is my centralized Launchpad, and centralized Launchpad you can develop using build work zone. Okay, I have success factors. I have Ariba people. Now these are the different system. Generally, what people do, people go and log in into the system. Let's say a person who is he's a manager of an employee called Rohan, yeah, and his compensation need to be revised. So definitely in success factor, he will his compensation will be increased. Request will come and you will log in into success factor and approve it, or someone applied leave and you will go and approve it. Generally, to make the business users life easy, or these managers life easy, or everyone's life easy, now what we do, we can actually federate the whatever activity we can actually federate into the build work zone, right? From Ariba also, from success factor also, from S4 also, from any system. And here we can create a site. Okay, create a site. And in this site, one part will be success factor, one part will be Ariba, different pages I can create. Right now, people don't need to log into separate system. They will just log in into work zone, and there only they will find required things they need to do in success factor. So if 100 people are there, now one person, maybe this person will see only what he need to see. It's not everything came and everything he can see. No, he only see. If you look at this diagram, I've created. So it's a build work zone. In build work zone, it's running in one of the BTP sub account, and I have created a site in which I have integrated Ariba, I have integrated success factor, I have integrated S4 and BP, all of it, right? S4 on premise, let's say. Yeah. So now invoice approval and all, and you see here he gets option here. So the person there are logs in build work zone. In Ariba section, he will say you have this purchase or requisition to be approved, or this invoice need to be approved. He will see. He don't need to log in into Ariba success factor separately. So he's working in this app being on build work zone centrally. And how awesome experience this a person will get if he get, right? So now I will show you the real example. Let's say this is my S4. In S4, you have Fiori apps, right? And now you want people don't log in into S4 on premise, but they should be able to work in S4 being on build work zone. Yeah. So what we can do, we can integrate this S4 on-premise system will build work zone, and then I will be able to see the tiles. So let me go and show you this, how this end-to-end process actually will work. So this is my build work zone, in which you see that I have subscribed build work zone as I subscribed the automation pilot. I will go and see build work zone. I'll assign entitlement of build work zone, will subscribe it, and I will get it, right? Now, once I launch this build work zone, now I will get an option to integrate it. Okay. So let's say I will go into content channel here. I have option. Let's say I want to integrate S4. So I'll click on new and I will add content provider. I will say S4, and here you will have to create two connection. Like in SM59, you create two connection, right? So generally connection you don't create here. You go into sub account in which build work zone here, and here you create a destination. Okay, so there are two destinations I have created: design time destination and runtime destination. And these destination actually I have used here to integrate my S4. See, design time destination, runtime destination, right? And also how I am getting this design time, runtime destination. If you look at it, it's pointing out to on-premise server. Okay, and this connection actually is going through cloud connector. So this is my cloud connector, whatever cloud. So guys, this is not cloud connector. Okay, let me open the on-premise system quickly. Remote desktop. Okay, so guys, cloud connector will be available in on-premise. Okay, and in cloud connector, I have to create connection with my sub account and cloud connector. Okay, so let me just quickly log in here and just quickly show you once.
Eight four four three is the port for cloud connector, right?
No, yes, correct. Oh, request timed out. 1 second.
You can remove that J_security check.
1 second. Let me reopen it. Actually, I by mistakenly supplied a wrong password also once. Okay. Actually, this problem. Let me log in with this. So I was using wrong URL. So I'm logging to my cloud connector. What I did, my build work zone sub account, I have added here. Okay, in this. And then I added my backend S4 system here using HTTP. Okay, and I allowed the resources, right? I allowed the resources. And because I have done this configuration, that's why my connection is available, visible in the cloud. See, because I have done all those configurations, see, I have added my sub account, detail is coming. I added my S4 system using HTTP protocol and all of this, right? And that's why you see my host is visible. And this host actually I'm targeting in the destination. So SM59, you create a connection, right? So similarly, I'm creating connection, and these connection actually I'm utilizing here. And because I have created this connection, if you see my build work zone, okay, you see my S4 ERP. So I have federated my sales management. Oh, these are the apps actually is in on-premise, and I have federated from cloud. If I go inside this, you will see, because I haven't used the HTTP connection maybe, but you'll see this is trying to get into on-premise system. Because I have used HTTP, it is asking you should have done with the HTTPS. So actually today only I created just to show you guys. Okay, so suddenly I just created with HTTP, so I did not delete it. But you see, now you can work in your on-premise system being in one build work zone with this complete integration. See, now not only this is on-premise, now cloud. Now cloud also. Let me tell you one scenario. So let's say, so one more scenario. This was on-premise ISO, right? One on-premise, like one on-premise, which is S4. I am federating my Fiori apps in a cloud so that my users can work on build work zone without logging into S4, right? Now you see here, let's say cloud system, and I'll take example of build process automation maybe. Okay. So what is build process automation, guys? Build process automation is a service running on BTP. Generally, you develop automations for Ariba or SuccessFactor or S4, all of the system. So during you create automation, you create workflow. Okay. And in workflows, you actually what you do, you in workflows, you will choose people who will be approver in the workflow, right? So when this workflow will trigger, whenever it will trigger, so these guys should get a notification to approve, right? So now they have to log in into build process automation to approve. Okay, now you don't want to do that. You want he should be able to do in build work zone, because everything he is doing, Ariba jobs from build work zone, SuccessFactor job build work zone, from S4 job in build. Why he should log into build process automation to just approve request and all, for which he is getting called in workflow. So you can integrate your build process automation as well. So if you see here, I have integrated it. So I will go to my build work zone site. Okay, let me open the site. And here, see, I've created a separate section for build process automation. And you see process trigger, whatever request they will get in my inbox, they will open this, and there they will say, I need to approve this approve. Someone want to trigger a process, right? He can trigger. So these are the apps actually coming from build process automation. And again, for that, I'm again using this connectivity section where I've created, see, the destination for build process automation. It is going and fetching all the apps which I have then presented in the site. Now, a lot of things we need to do, guys. I have invested approximately 12 hours of time to set up all of it just to show you guys. Okay, because I have been doing training also, so I have already landscape ready. But these all lot of things I did set up, create all of this. So this is these two where you're federating the content from different app on build work zone, and because you want people to work in build work zone only but don't log in. But let's say you also want to have a centralized launchpad, right? So this is my build work zone, right? See, I have given, let's say people want to log in into those applications, right? So generally you will share URLs, they will create a notepad, they will save all the URLs, right? Now they want to work into, let's say, Datasphere, or someone want to log in SAC, or someone want to access HANA Cloud, someone want to access Event Mesh, or someone want to. So these all are technical solutions, right? Which developers, integration consultant, and DevOps consultant, all of them will use. So I have created a separate section in build work zone, and I have created all of this app, and I have embedded the URL of, let's say I want to work into SAP Analytics Cloud. So any user want to work in SAP, so he can just click in one place, he will see all the apps which is relevant to him. Now guys, someone who don't want to work into cloud transformation, then it will not be visible. That security we can manage that. So if one user want to access in 3, only 3 he will see. If he want to access 5, he only 5 he will see. Even for my training purpose, when someone enroll for Signavio training, so in work zone he will only see Signavio training. Or someone enroll for integration suite, so he will see Event Mesh, and he will see, let's say, integration suite, right? So these all system only he will see. So you can restrict which tile which you will see by security features. We have IaaS and all, where we can maintain user authorization, all of it. So actually, guys, all of this I have developed it. Definitely I have not write any code, but in build work zone I have developed all these apps without writing a single code, and have deep linked it. And you see my SAC is open here without all single sign-ons working. See, my Datasphere will open here, right? My Signavio, and see, if Signavio I have not integrated. Okay, see, Signavio is also open. See, Signavio. So for Signavio training we deliver. So we provide license system access to Signavio. For SAC we provide license system access. For Datasphere we provide license system. For event-based we provide license system access. Okay. So wherever we feel trial account doesn't work well, we provide license system access. And see, even for my training purpose, I can create something like this. And then I don't need to provide URLs, send email to people. I just can go and create their user and assign right role as per what training they have enrolled for. I'll create groups in SAP IaaS and map with the role collections in sub account. And then we'll see the right apps which they are as per the training they have enrolled for. Even this I can do for my mentorspool also. We can do this. Yeah. So in company also you can do for any customer you want. All technical team, now they will go into sub account, then they will go and click and open that, but you can create a centralized launchpad, all technical team. Now business apps I have kept separately. So now digital manufacturing cloud, integrated business planning, or PAPM cloud, or all of that you can get separate. This business users will use, this technical users will use, functional, right? Functional people and business user will use this part, and technical people will use this part. Separate, anyways, ERP, success factor, field glass, I can add all of them here. Relevant people will see relevant things here. That's what we can do with, guys, build work zone. Yeah.
Are these screens not role based? Everybody will be able.
No, this is all role based. No, this is all role based. This is all because I have given all access, so I can assign access. So in build work zone, whatever apps I have created, that all are roles. You can create roles also in build work zone. So see here you can go in content manager. You can create roles, app, all of it, and connect all of that, catalog, all of that you can create. You can manage full security. That's what I'm saying. Now they will see the relevant thing what they want. We'll have to manage all that. So you will have to use IaaS, IPS. That all you will use to do this. Actually, it's not just something directly I have done it and shown. There are a lot of background work I have done to have this running.
Okay.
Ankit, I just have one question. I am kind of interested on the security side, so probably I will enroll. But I just wanted to know one thing. Like, is there any service which is known as IAG, or like it's a separate system, and we connect BTP through IPS, like Cloud Identity
So
Service?
this is IAG. IAG is again available as a service. Let me go into global account. This is available as a subscription type of service, complete software as a service. Okay.
Okay,
And this
but
is
I
also
don't
available in
find
my
that
global
in
account.
Discovery Center. I didn't find that in the.
Yes. Very good question. So guys, whatever business solutions are there, you look at it. So they will not be visible in Discovery Center. Only technical solutions are available in Discovery Center. So let me show you the PPT. You see, I have created a separate directory for business solutions. IBP, digital manufacturing, cloud, these all will not be, these are the business solutions, right? They are not available on BTP. Even if they are working on BTP, they're running on BTP, but they are not available on BTP. But all of these solutions you can see in Discovery Center. These you will have to go into sap.com product page. There you can see. Even if these runs on BTP, you see I have some business solutions I have kept separately. And in that, you can again create directories and segregate them again. Governance related solutions separately. Like I can make it 6 level. I can make complexity here. So guys, if you learn account modeling, I'll blow your mind with the modeling of the account modeling in structure. Okay. Lot of things need to be considered there. Okay. So now you see, so all the technical solution which runs on BTP is only visible in Discovery Center, or else you have to go into sap.com and check product page for that. Clear?
Yeah, Ankit,
Clear, Ankit.
Great. Okay,
Yeah,
let's go to
one
again.
question. Yeah, so BTP World course is a completely separate course, or it is a part of any other course?
I'll tell you. So I will explain you that I have these many courses on BTP. Okay. Relevant people who can subscribe for what is available here. Okay. I have one slide which I'll explain you later. Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Ankit, which one is CIS among this one? Like IAG
Sorry,
and
which one?
CIS? CIS, Central Identity, means
this
IPS.
This Identity Access Governance and Security. SAP IAG and BTP Security. I did not mention BTP Security here. I forget it. I forget to mention this here.
BTP Solution Architect course. What does it cover? What are the topics that will cover?
I will explain at least that one. Don't worry. Okay. At the end I will show you the topics. Okay. Let's go with our topics flow. Okay. And I'll cover it. I'll help you. Don't worry. So everything is getting covered, whatever you see here. Whatever I'm doing, everything is 3 hours. What I'm doing, it's actually I do in 55 hours in real solution architect training. Okay. Now security is done. Launchpad is done. Let's come to integration. Very awesome, very nice thing. What is integration? Why we need integration? Okay. So now let's create a diagram to understand this. So I saw, I also need to differentiate things. Okay, here. What integration BTP administrator will do and what integration these integration consultant will do and why they will do it and why administrator will not do it and why we need a separate tool for that. Okay. So let's say anything running on BTP, let's say build work zone is running, CI/CD service is running, cloud transport service running. If these all want to connect to the system, we have a connectivity feature here. All the standard connections, right? Let's say, even if I go into this, I open, let's say, SAP Analytics Cloud. SAP Analytics Cloud, right? In SAP Analytics Cloud, let's say I want to integrate SAP Analytics Cloud with HANA database, right? So generally, it also offers you create connection here, right? So here we have a standard. So when SAP develop any solution, SAP creates some standard connection directly. So like all these systems, you can directly connect with SAC. Okay, but there could be a third party system and there could be an SAP system, but a different scenario is there. What type of different scenario would be there? I will explain you in some time. You see, this connection is not available here. Then now all those connections which are clearly available here, you want to integrate with BW or you want to integrate with Concur, fetch data from there, you can do it. Not for this only, but also if I go to Datasphere. Now Datasphere, if I go inside Datasphere or I go into Signavio, okay, Signavio. Each of these tools have some. So in Signavio, process intelligence, let's say I want to do process intelligence. I want to fetch process related data from S4 on-premise or from different systems, right? So actually you can create data pipelines here. Okay. And then you can create a connection. Okay. You can create, okay, source data, sorry, discard. You have to go to source data and you can create connection. You can create connection with, you see, like RFC connection, S4 CDS view, success factor, service now, Jira, AWS Athena, S3, all of this. You can create connection and fetch data from there. Direct integration is available for this, but there will be a third party system again. So what all the integration which are direct integration, these administrator generally does. Okay, even in case of Datasphere also, if I go into Datasphere, again in Datasphere we have connection option. Yeah, connection. Again here you can go and create a connection. Yeah. So see, it is connected with S4 HANA on-premise. So when we deliver Datasphere training, we connect it to the S4 on-premise system, HANA cloud, we fetch data. Guys, we don't do those upload and all, file upload and write all of that. We really do it proper training, okay? We do it if needed, but really we get data actually from the system also to give you real scenario. Let's say I want to connect to any system, right? So it provides you a standard connector. This is what BTP administrator will do, right? You want to connect to this or this. But any third party system, then you cannot connect directly, right? So, and also any BTP app will use this to connect to any outside app, right? So that's these all we can cover in BTP integration training, where will any cloud app, any on-premise app, I will teach you 3 to 4 variations. And everything will lie in that variation, nothing, pull mechanism, push mechanism, the where request is getting raised from, where request is going to. Once I teach the concept, 4 variations I will teach across the world, any system you can integrate, that I can guarantee. Or you come with an integration, I'll show you in the class, this is same. And I'll take 7 examples and show you in front of you, see everything is working same way. There is no difference. It will not go out of my 4 variations what I'll teach you during the integrations. Okay, so this is a standard integration you're doing. But let's take example where, let's say IKEA. I was talking about IKEA, right? So IKEA has a website. IKEA also have, let's say, S4 HANA on-premise. IKEA also have an inventory management system. IKEA also have a, let's say, a marketing solution, right? Or IKEA also have one delivery partner. Let's say DHL. DHL is delivery partner. This is inventory system, right? This is, let's say, your website, IKEA website, right? This is S4. This is, let's say, marketing system. Now, any customer, right? Any customer will go and procure something, right? Now, website, all the things which a person can procure. Now he can go and place order, will go for a checkout, right? Now a website will say, hey, order has been placed. So website should talk to S4, hey, create a sales order. Now, before creating a sales order, S4 will raise a query to inventory system. Hey, please go and check whether the inventory is available or not. Please block the inventory. Now, inventory system will reply back to S4. Hey, inventory is available. Go and confirm to website that its order is placed. Done. Okay. Now the S4 system will also say, will reach out to DHL and will say, hey, raise a request to go and process it. So maybe it will send some details. So here it will send detail only what quantity, what model, what product. It may not send the customer detail here, right? Because inventory system just needs to verify the stock, correct? So you don't need to, because from here you're getting customer data, right? Address, how much amount he paid, all of this, everything you got, right? But inventory system is looking for only 2-3 details. So only that much detail it will send here. Now delivery partner need the address and everything, right? And then delivery partner will, like IKEA delivery partner, let's say DHL. Now DHL person will go to the actually physically in the IKEA store and will go to right rack where it is. Inventory system will provide all of those details. With to S4, S4 can deliver here, right? And then that guy will go and pick up and will go deliver. And once it deliver, then it will notify again to S4. And then S4 will again notify to the customer account, hey, your order must have been delivered. And S4 will send data to marketing team to just say a lot of orders are coming for this product, do more marketing for this product. See, in this business scenario, multiple systems are talking to each other. Now S4 don't know how to connect to DHL. S4 don't know how to create to, because might be SAP customer is not using SAP solution. It is using a third party solution. And you know, it happens. SAP customer doesn't use all SAP solution. Some they are using Power BI in place of SAC. They're using Datasphere. Maybe they're using S4, but they're using SailPoint for user management. They are not using IaaS, IPS, right? It could happen, right? So any system can come, and S4 have not created a connector for all of them, and it's a very custom integration. Now you need a tool, specific tool, to integrate this complete scenario. So what you will do? In first scenario, my e-commerce application was sending data to S4, right? Then my S4 was again notifying to inventory system. Inventory system again notifying back, hey, I have stock available. Then again S4 is replying back to the website that, hey, stock is available and order is placed. Now S4 will again raise request to, let's say, delivery partner system. Okay. Now delivery partner system, once deliver, will reply back to S4. Again S4 will reply back to a customer, right? Right, customer, correct? Now again, maybe marketing data we are directly sending from here to this marketing system. From website, we are e-commerce directly, we can say these are sales are happening, may not involving. So see how this integration will happen. So what you can do here, actually you can, the integration suite or SAP PIPO in on-premise does the same job. Okay, this is integration suite. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, total 8 to 9 communication happening. So I'll create an integration package. Don't worry, I'll go to the integration suite and here I'll create iFlow. iFlow 1, iFlow 2, iFlow 3. Right? Now what this iFlow is, guys, nothing but these iFlows are nothing but the process. I will create a small process. Okay. In this, a system who's sending information is sending a request to iFlow that, hey, I'm sending this data. Now this will be delivered to the target system, right? And you'll create multiple iFlow. This is, I'm saying one iFlow. Okay. So let me make it a bit small here. So iFlow 1 means, so for one communication, right, you will have a sender who is sending data, maybe your website, and then S4 is receiving it. S4 receiving it. One more iFlow you're creating, let's say, where S4 is sending data to inventory system, right? Let me make it double, right? And then inventory system and inventory system is target system. Now inventory system is again becoming source that letting confirming that order is stock is available. See, multiple iFlows you'll keep creating and sender receiver there. See, you'll design the complete scenario as a one package. That's why we have a separate tool and I have kept it in integration suite. And here I have my integration suite. I'll go into instances. See, same. I have subscribed and admin. What it will do? It will create a sub account. Will subscribe integration suite. Will create a trust with IaaS, IPS. Will create role collection mapping. All federated authorization. All authorization security thing. He will do whatever I taught you previously. All those jobs what I taught you in the initial 2 slides. Everything administrator will do and will hand over the system to integration suite consultant. Now integration suite consultant will access it, or maybe he have configured a Launchpad. So from directly he will say integration suite dev. So here they will launch integration suite. I guess my SSO session got expired. I have to re-authenticate. So now integration suite will be launched. Right from now, centralized Launchpad. I don't need to go and sub account and then, because integration suite consultant may not be having access to sub account if he's a strict integration suite consultant. Right now, everyone is doing everything. I know it's right now. It's been 3 or 4 years. Still, things are not clear the way people are working. I have seen the very bad architecture like this. I have worked with the client. They had 70 sub accounts, full mess created. I went ahead and organized it all. Okay. Very less knowledge people have, and they are doing whatever they want to. And definitely once landscape gets over, they have to sit back and did all of this. Right now, people are like, even I know, I understand. You are just implementing integration suite on BTP. Why you will hire admin team, right? You want integration consultant only do all of this. But it did not happen. When it will be very complex landscape, then you need a separate admin team, which has started right now. If you see from last 1.5 year, a lot of BTP administrator job is coming. But 3 or 4 year back, there was no administrator job, because now landscape is growing and now it is becoming complex and you need a separate team to handle it. Now, did PIPO people was installing PIPO? No, right? You were installing it, right? And they were directly using PIPO system to develop integration. Why now? Right now it is happening. Integration consultant have to create a sub account and assign entitlement, subscribe it, and all of this. No, it should not be done by them. Integration suite person job is to have a Launchpad, just have and start working integration suite in this tool. He should not be logging into sub account actually. But right now everything is happening because of less capability, less resources, and you don't have in complex landscape. So they're trying to manage everything. Correct. So see, this is my integration suite. I logged in. Now I will go and design so integration suite consultant have developed this, right? Now for each scenario, see multiple packages. See, this is one scenario. This is one scenario. If you go inside this, you will see multiple iFlows has been developed within it, because multiple communication is happening between 2 or 3 systems in that, right? And you see 40 artifacts are developed in this. A lot of things are developed in this, right? So if I show you one a bit very easy one, I will go back and see test package I have created, in which I have only one artifact. And this, what I am trying to do, see, I've created an iFlow here. Okay. So I am sending a data in this. So you will create multiple iFlows. I showed you, right? iFlows. So you have to design a process diagram. And guys, I am going to explain you one concept. And I would say even people working on integration suite from very long time still confused. Okay. But yeah, they are following document. See, this is integration process area. Now this system want to talk to this system. First, I told you there is no standard connector. That is a one problem. I took example. Second, this system can talk using HTTP, but this system can talk IDOC. Now they cannot communicate. Now this system is sending data into XML. This system says, okay, I don't understand XML, convert in JSON. So these all things you will do here. So with the diagram which I have created here, right? Now it's not only that connector is not available, even they are compatible. They're not compatible even the way they talk. They are not compatible the way they exchange data. They're not compatible the way they are deployed. Lot of problems. Lot of incompatibility between these systems. All of those is managed here in integration suite, right? In this. So a sender system, let's say my e-commerce website will send data into this iFlow. Now in iFlow, I can use different things here. I want to convert into XML to JSON. I want to split the data. I want to send only address detail and customer detail to another system, or I want to send only the product ID and product name or quantity to the inventory system, because that is required. So I can use splitter. I can use I can use a modifier, content modifier. I can use converter, aggregator, gather, join. Lot of things I can do here, and I will design all of this. So all incompatibility which was there between these systems, I can design all. I can remove all compatibility by converting, splitting, or using different protocols to communicate them. So this becomes as a bridge. And that's what integration consultant will develop. And guys, you see very small. If I show you some of the standard integration SAP have developed, they are really big. And that's what you need to learn in. This is a CPI. cloud platform integration. You have which, like you see 1557 artifacts has been created, and if you go in one of them, right, you will see that this is all iFlow one by one. You see this is what they have created. See this big. SAP have created and delivered it as a standard scenario for two system integration. Yeah. Now you can develop all of this from scratch. For that, you have to learn CPI. So I will go to this right, where CPI is. So now integration suite is one tool, and I just showed you CPI. It has API management, it has event mesh, it has trading partner management, integration advisor, integration assessment, migration tool, open connectors, and event mesh is separate tool. Okay. Now event mesh is a separate tool, and this should get added in some time in previously API management was a separate tool. They added here. So I guess I wrote event mesh here, which is in future it will get added. Right now it is not. It is not. So that's why I've created event mesh separately also here. Okay. So that's why if you look at my architectural diagram on the top, you see that I have kept integration tools in separate directory. See integration. Right now I'm targeting this. Integration suite event mesh. They are running dev test QA, 3 sub accounts, each of them running separately. And see developing integration across all the things centrally here. SuccessFactors want to Fieldglass, Concur, any one of them, or want to talk to any one of them, or 3-4 of them want to talk to all 3-4 of them. Those all integrations centrally will be developed in integration suite. Now then you will say, what is API management? So let's say SuccessFactors, a third-party system which is Blue Dart want to reach out to SuccessFactors. Now you cannot reveal your real IP address to the Blue Dart, right? You will have the API management tool where you will create an API proxy. You will change your URL in that. So those all things you will done in API management. So API management is again is a tool where you will manage all the APIs, all of APIs available here, and all of APIs which you have created in integration suite. These all will be centrally managed here to hide their real URLs. Will create a proxy of them, and then that proxy you will share with your external system. They will never get to know the real host and real URLs. That's what you will do with API management. There are multiple things monetizing your API, like Swiggy using Google Apps. They're paying Google. Google is providing API and they are charging for. So monetization also you can do. You can develop a product. You can create an API of that, and then you can start selling the APIs on API management. You can monitor the API. All of this you can do in API management. Trading partner management. Generally, two businesses exchange data, electronic data. Let's say two businesses want to share the contract between each other, right? So electronic data should go from one system to another system. So you actually, that all management you do with trading partner management. Integration assessment. Generally, right now, let's say you're working, you're in PIPO, right? Okay, so let me show you that also. So let's say your company right now using PIPO to develop integration. Now, because PIPO is getting retarded, SAP have announced it. Now you want to migrate to integration suite. So now integration suite is running in a sub account. Integration suite want to talk to PIPO, which is on premise. Again, it will use cloud connector capability. If you see that I have created a connection with here, and then I will use a destination. I'll create a destination. This destination I will go to through cloud connector to go to PIPO, and this destination actually I will consume in the integration suite. So if I go here, let's say if I go into settings, integrations, system integration, PIPO, I want to add your PIPO system here. See, you have to provide the address. See, what is the address? This is the address, right? Cloud connector, you go to cloud. This is the address, right? PIPO system address would be there. This, a lot of settings. So all those details which you have done the configuration, that all you will integrate over PIPO. You will fetch all. You will now this PIPO whatever interfaces integration development you have done. Now integration assessment tool will analyze it. Whatever is compatible, you have another tool called migration. You'll migrate it into integration suite, and whatever is not compatible, that you have to redevelop in non-integration suite. Is all you'll do. This is your integration suite. Okay. Now what is event mesh? Okay. So guys, understand event mesh is again a separate tool right now is available. So if I show you event mesh, let me open where is event mesh. So it's again running in a sub account. I have created a centralized launchpad where I have kept, so just for my easy access. This is my event mesh. Event mesh is loading right now. So generally what happens if there is any event happening to a system, okay, and you want to notify, let's say there is an event happened in S4HANA, business partner got updated. Now you want to update this business partner in target system, let's say in Ariba or SuccessFactors, wherever their business partner is getting created in target system, right? So you have to trigger the event, right? So now what I'll do, I will create an event publisher, which will be S4. Okay. Inside event mesh, I will create a queues. I will create a topics. Okay. So maybe I'll show you first topics. I have created a topics. Topics means business. I will say business partner update. Create a topic. And this topic has been subscribed by 3 queues. Each queue will deliver to target system who is looking for. Let's say Ariba is looking for. So one queue will deliver it to Ariba. One queue will deliver it to, let's say, SuccessFactors. One queue will deliver it to, let's say, some other. This digital manufacturing cloud, let's say, right? So these all will deliver. So let's say, okay, I'll show you this. Postman. Let's say Postman is a tool, guys. Let's say this is S4 because I don't have S4. So I'm just showing, let's say this is Postman, which is S4, right? Yeah. And I am sending, let's say S4 is sending an event. Okay, let me see if it came. Maybe if I'm hitting the wrong one. Yeah, see, 2 messages came here. Actually, I was sending to wrong URL. So because I chosen different tab, right? See, one message came. Okay. Now here also message came. But in this, if you see, I have done a queue subscription, right? Okay. So in this, sorry, for this, I have created a webhook. So event is, this is S4. S4 sending an event and it is coming to a topic. And see, I'm sending it to a topic. And this topic has been subscribed by 3 queues. So it is coming to 3 queue also. But actually, I have created a webhook which is sending it to target. So because this queue is sending it to target, so it's saying 0. As soon as something came, it sent to target. Why? Because see, this I'm actually consuming, I'm sending this event to see customer order portal, which is nothing but see customer this year. So whatever I'm sending from here to a topic which is coming to this queue, it is directly sent because it has a receiver available. But this too doesn't have receiver available, it's available. And if I go and show you, actually this receiver is nothing but my integration suite. Okay, so let me go and show there. I have used integration suite as a receiver here. So I'll go into monitor. Okay. In monitor, I'll go into integration suite.
So you're using PubSub.
Yeah, I'm using PubSub. Yes, I'm using event mesh. So I'm sending a data from my Postman to event mesh. Event mesh is now sending it to integration suite. Now integration suite can modify the message and send it to S4 or any other system, right? So if I see here whether message came or not, so let me just quickly open this. So my iFlow package. Okay, sorry, I want to, okay, in monitor. Okay, it started my iFlow. Yeah, this is one, my iFlow. And status. Okay, let's see monitor message. See, a message came, see, just I guess it's 3 minutes, sorry, 2 minutes back message came, see. And if I want to see what message is, I can trace it. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to go back. And this I have to say, I want to trace change. Now tracing will start. And I can go and I can now trace it. So tracing is a start. So let me, you're absolutely right, correct. So let me refresh this. And this is my iFlow endpoint. Let me refresh this. I sent one more and let me see if I can see the trace now. Flows. And my flow is this. And this message monitoring. And I'll go to trace. Yeah. So log content. Let's see here. And let's see log content, message content, and see payload. See, send this to webhook. It is coming. See. So now message what I am sending, it is coming to, it can be Ariba, SuccessFactors using event mesh, I can send it to, right? So now a lot of things are there. Like a lot of scenarios are there. I cannot cover all of that. But you see event mesh, actually a system is sending to event mesh, event is sending to CPI then can send it to target system, right? Wherever you want. See all 2-3 of them working together here. Yeah. So this is all about, guys, integration suite, why you need them, what all different capabilities we have, and how to configure all of this. So guys, again, we have end-to-end training on this, and see integration suite training reviews. See, Sri Kumar learned admin, security, solution architect, and again in for integration suite. People, I'll say, learning from 2 years with me, 8, 9 courses they have finished till now. Okay, see, these all are integration suite consultants who have learned with us. Okay. So guys, that is all about integration suite, different tools you have, all of this, and this all you will go and subscribe. Okay, so maybe I'll give you a quick, one more quick thing. I did not show you where is API management and all of that, right? So if you go into, this is integration suite. This purely is for CPI. This is for B2B TPM and integration advisor, what I was talking about. This is for API management. Again, this is for API management, registering OData service, right? Again, it is for monitoring everything, either CPI, API management, right? Also, you can actually now in API management, you can create a API products, API proxy, and consumer application, all of it that you can monetize APIs, right? Generally, you need, WhatsApp is monetizing APIs, and a lot of businesses are using WhatsApp API to send messages to customer. Like we send reminder, right, to you guys. We used a WhatsApp API. So there are a lot of WhatsApp is charging for API, and those APIs has been procured by a lot of service provider of WhatsApp, and then see something like that as a WhatsApp have doing it, right? Okay. And some settings where transport management and all you. So today when we'll go to DevOps, I'll transport iFlow from one integration to another integration and show you. It's 8:30. Okay, so we still have 1 hour. Great. So should I proceed further? Any doubts you have, guys? Any questions you have?
Yeah, I think again.
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so we have 3 systems in PHP for example, quality, development, and production. So will there be in CPI as well? So for
Yeah, in
example, if I
CPI,
have to,
I said right, 3, 1, 2, 3 letter, 3 sub accounts, dev, test, QA.
Okay.
Or production. Sorry, dev,
Okay.
test, production, or test quality production. You will have 3.
Okay.
Yes.
So where can we
Datasphere, you will have 3.
find that import export option?
That also you can do. But if you want to automate DevOps, because see, we have the centralized DevOps capability. Why you want to have manual, right? You can transport ABAP code, you can transport Cloud Foundry code, you can transport automations, you can transport integration development, whatever, everything you can do with Cloud Transport Management Service. We can automate all of this. We have that also planned. I will cover this.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
So manually you can do export and import, but we can automate all of it.
Hello.
All of that. Yeah.
Ankit, for tracing, can we do it in for whatever we are doing in S4, same tracing, we can do it in a BTP for authorization and other things?
So generally for authorization purpose, you have IaaS. IaaS let you give the monitoring and capabilities and all. Okay. If I go into IaaS, yeah. So because security related user authorizations and management related tracing you want to do, right? So that you do in IaaS, which is Cloud Anti Services, which is IAM tool. So in IaaS, you have a separate option called monitoring and reporting section. There you'll do everything.
Yeah,
see here.
even the okay.
So here you can do monitoring, reporting. You can take all error logs. You can say all audit logs. You can fetch for all security related, all authentication, authorization related logs, all IAM related logs.
Yeah. Even the auditor team, they want to review the logs and other things. They can refer to
Yes.
IaaS.
Even from BTP, any service you're entitling, subscribing, adding user, creating destination, every single thing what you will do in global account, sub account, all of that you can fetch audit log. That all I will cover in admin training actually. I fetch audit log and show you.
So that doesn't come under that security in IaaS and IAG?
Actually, I cover that in admin training. But I can give idea about that without a problem in your training also. Okay. Fine.
The IaaS troubleshooting logs or audit logs covers only, gives you only for the last 1 hour duration.
No, who said? The day I have subscribed, I can fetch it. 1 hour is the bracket, but you have all the logs. For the time you need for that one bracket, you can fetch it.
Exactly. It's hard to identify which bracket the logs have been covered.
Yeah, you're right. Then you can use APIs of IaaS, then to do that.
Yeah, so that's something you need to do with the APIs.
So IaaS APIs you can do. So you can do one thing. You can use integration suite, fetch the APIs. I use IaaS APIs, fetch logs, send it to SAC, do reporting also. You want to do that. You can use integration suite because see, no standard integration being given to fetch audit logs for IaaS to any reporting tool. Now you can use integration suite for that. That's why integration suite is. And actually, I show you even audit logging from BTP sub account, how you can connect to SAC and fetch audit log from sub account and send it to SAC for reporting purpose. The integration suite you can use for that. Automated.
Okay. Ankit,
Yeah.
can you please share the syllabus or the topics which you are going to cover for BTP technical architecture, if it is possible, or
I
if
will
it is
show
handy?
that. I have
Yes,
it
thank you.
available here. So starting from understanding basics and then different roles and responsibilities, build work zone, development part, then data analytics part, then integration part, but definitely will invest a lot of time. We'll invest 10 hours to 12 hours in integration suite for integration for in solution architect. We'll invest 10 hours to 12 hours in admin security. We'll invest 10, 12 hours in development, AI, all of this. That's why it's a 55 hours of training total. I will
Yes, so
share that
it's
with
the
you. Don't
same
worry, guys.
component.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So I will send all the content. Guys, you can reach out to me what you need. Okay. I have given you WhatsApp. Okay. Anyways, everyone, I will send the details of these all at least 4 or 5 main trainings or admin security, develop or integration, all of this. And 25th of May, we are starting new batch for all of them. Okay. So if someone wanted to drop up, you can take a screenshot of it. These are the batches we are starting. This is a date, and some of them on TBD, maybe by a week or so we'll have dates for them also. You can take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, Ankit, okay. Now it is all covering different topics, different number of hours, basically.
Yeah,
Right?
because solution architect, I told you should know capabilities of each tool. So we are investing 12 hours in each domain of BTP to show you 2 to 3 scenarios, and maybe we'll come prepared also a bit in the system, but 1 or 2 scenarios will do in front of you and show you things in solution architect training. But if you learn administration, we'll go in depth of 50 hours in admin security only will invest. Integration suite will invest 45 to 50 hours in only integration suite. In data analytics, we'll invest 100 hours in SAC and Datasphere and all of that. Or HANA Cloud Administration also you want to learn as a basis guy, again 24 hours there.
Yeah.
Right?
And we have, because this becomes kind of important for me, do we have like a real-time scenario-based integration, or it's just connecting system?
One sec. Okay. Just 1 second, please. Just a minute, please.
Yes,
1
yes,
second,
yes.
please. Okay, sorry, there was some interruption, so that's why I just took a pause.
Yes, no
And
problem.
guys, anyway, I will help you to understand who should target what is must for you, what is optional for you, what is recommended. Okay, so let's go ahead with the next topic is data analytics on BTP, right? So see, we have been able to cover admin as a whole, right? Then security, then Launchpad, and then integration. Now we'll picking up the data analytics section of it. Okay, so let me go back. So data analytics. This is our data analytics section. These are we have covered, which is yellow. Okay. Now in data analytics section, guys, we have business data cloud. We have SAC, Datasphere, Databricks, all of it. So let me draw a diagram and explain you what is the meaning of these all. So data analytics, it means across the landscape, guys. When I'm saying data from these system, data from on-premise, data from all of these system, now centrally will be managed and processed. As integration, we are doing centrally event, we are managing centrally, Launchpad, we are managing centrally, security, we are managing centrally, like access governance, we are doing centrally. So data analytics also will happen centrally. Okay. So generally, you will have a tool called data warehousing tool. Data warehousing tool job is to collect data from multiple systems. So it will collect data from S4, Ariba, SuccessFactor, all of this. Also, it will collect data from any custom app. Custom app maybe running in sub account have been developed, right? So this custom app will have a database behind it. This database can be a HANA database running on BTP, right? HANA DB, right? As a backend. Also, it can have a database running on AWS Azure, But BTP app is running in cloud. That all is possible. Generally, if you learn admin training, those concepts I cover generally. If you have database running on AWS Azure, how you will consume in BTP. Okay, that all you can do. Okay, so custom app, right? So see, this you need. Okay, so why you need, let's say it's a success S4. It's a SF, success factor. It's a field glass, right? Now your business may need insight which is dependent on some data from S4, some data from SuccessFactors, some data from Fieldglass, and some data from custom app, right? So you need a centralized place where you can format all data and create a data modeling. And this is what is done by Datasphere, data warehousing tool. Data warehousing tool, also called ETL tools. So they will extract data from all these systems. Yeah, they will extract data, correct? And after extracting data, they will create transformation. E means extraction, T means transformation. It means they'll format the data in one format, transformation, and then they will load this data to analytics tool, can be Power BI, or can be Tableau, can be SAC, right? All of this, right? So many customer doesn't use SAC, but use Datasphere, but then use Power BI or Tableau. Or some customer is not using Datasphere, but using maybe different data warehousing, Azure data warehousing tool, Azure data engineering, or data factory, data lake, data, many data warehousing tool, or they're using any MSBI maybe, or they're using Pentaho, Teradata, Data Stage Cloud, IBM data warehousing tool, any of that they can use, right? Again, then integration you will do, you need integration suite in between. See, everything is so connected, right? And really, if you learn with me end to end, right, I'll make your mind very clear how things are connecting to wherever non-SAP, SAP, your concept will be very clear. You'll go across the world, you will same concept will work. That's how I teach. Okay. So now you collected all the data, formatted it, and loaded into the tool. So that's why I showed you, I'm showing here. So these are the different apps. You have custom app running, have a HANA database with it, right? A non-SAP system, but data you will get all in Datasphere. You'll do formatting, make models, replication flow, all of that you will do. And then you will send it to SAC. And SAC will create charts, graph, user stories, dashboard, planning stories, all of it, right? Now, reporting is this. Data warehousing is this. Now, if you want to do machine learning on top of this data, right? You want to do prediction and all, right? You want to have a, so let's say you're getting data from here. Now your Joule wanted to understand about this data, right? Or maybe you have a separate machine learning model running, which want to do prediction on top of this data, which you have get from here, right? For any business scenario. So your data in Databricks, you can do data science, you can do machine learning, and you can train your model with this data, and then it will start doing prediction, right? All of it in Databricks. So guys, now there is a new tool has been launched approximately 7 to 8 weeks back, which is called Business Data Cloud. And it is actually creating a layer on top of it, which have a lot of apps. And these apps are relevant to business. And here we have separate tool previously, and adding all of them in one bundle. So business people will see this very easy. Now they don't need to log in into Datasphere as a business builder. So if you see here, if I launch Datasphere, this is my Datasphere, right? Now business builder is separately has been created for business people. In SAC also you have separate for SAC people, right? Business people in SAC also you have, they can look at the charts, graph, because business want to see the insights, right? Now all of them centrally they will look at in this business data cloud, which is new. So it has a centralized cockpit it will give you, which will make the all the total integration in one place. All these tools will work behind the scene and centrally will be managed. So it will be very easy for business to look everything related to data. Even separate things are happening. Reporting layer is happening here. Data warehousing layer is happening here. Data machine learning is happening here. And on-premise modernized BW is happening here, right? But you have a central viewpoint for all the business people to go and look whatever they want to look at the data. So you can say it's creating a layer on top of it. We have been delivering training for SAC, Datasphere, all of it. But now the BDC has been introduced very new. Even a system is not available. I have a trainer who already is working on it even before launch. Okay, but I will this training will come in some time, maybe in 2 months once SAP releases the system access to us. But for Datasphere and all, so this is generally you do. So if you go into Datasphere again, what is the job of security consultant here? You have to create a trust with Datasphere and SAC. Sorry, Datasphere and IaaS, so that Datasphere user can authenticate. You see that if I open my IaaS, I have created trust with my IaaS. Okay, this is my cloud anti-services. And see, I've created trust with my Datasphere to this IaaS, and people are actually logging into the Datasphere, SAC Datasphere through this IaaS. And in this, I have set up federated authorization, conditional authentication. Now, using one user, two people cannot log into my sessions. If they're trying to share the user, I can restrict all of it.
Ankit, one thing here regarding this IaaS you're talking about, is it applicable for the on-premise environment as well, or only for cloud?
Only on-premise in case of web services.
On-premise in terms of?
Web services, on-premise web services, like Fiori and all.
Okay. And even I can connect with the third-party application. No.
Yes?
Even I can connect with the third-party applications, which is even non-SAP, right?
Okay, IaaS follows two. IaaS follows two protocol, OpenID, SAML. Okay, irrespective of SAP, non-SAP. Okay, so any non-SAP system, it follows OpenID and that is only two protocol. Generally, a trust is created across the globe. Any system they will support one of them. IaaS support both.
Okay.
So you can integrate any app actually with IaaS.
Okay.
That's all I cover. I take really so much of time, go very in depth, how the trust is created. I will break it, show you how the federation is happening. Every bits and pieces, I'll show you full visualization you will have. How to do all of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So now
And
this is your data sphere.
One more thing. See, it would be better, Ankit, if you could share the once the training is finished, so that we will go through it again in terms of the groups, and then we have some ideas, interesting topics to come across. So we will explore it. But so after completion of this course, please, we are expecting this recorded video. Thank you.
We'll share all of it. Yes, and I will share table of content for each training. You can review all of it. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. If you want to drop off, you can drop off.
Perfect.
But I guess I'm not sure if recording. Okay, we'll see. Okay, no problem. You can drop off if you have something. Yeah. Okay, so guys, you see, these are the different tools. So now in our solution architect training, we'll look at everything. What is like in Datasphere, now you should know what is data builder, what is semantic onboarding, what is all of business builder, what is what is in business data builder. Then you have replication flow, and the data flow, task chain, all of this. You should know what it is. Maybe you don't know how to create a task chain. You don't know how to create a replication flow and replicate data, but what it does, how it is does, why it is does, on which system it does, all of this as a solution architect you should know. So that's why we'll take some time in Datasphere, where we'll look at all the capabilities of Datasphere. We'll take one or two business scenarios. We'll see how it will integrate to on-premise systems or cloud system or any databases and all, right? All of this we'll look at into this Datasphere. Generally, I have 40 hours of separate training on Datasphere, and you get access to this Datasphere license system access connected with S4 when you do Datasphere training. Or in solution architect training, you will invest 3 hours of time or 4 hours of time to understand all of this, some business scenarios where it will be used. Not only this, in case of SAP Analytics Cloud as well, right? In SAP Analytics Cloud as well, we'll look at the SAP Analytics Cloud related capabilities, planning and reporting, then analytics designer, augmented analytics, right? All of concepts we'll see, so that as a solution architect, you should now, whenever customer talking anything across BTP, you should be able to understand and should be able to respond properly. It should not be the case you're not understanding what client is saying, and client will talk anything about BTP, right? If you say you are a BTP solution architect, they will talk anything about BTP and you cannot restrict them, right? And if you don't have answer, they will say, okay, we'll come back and do all of that, right? No, you should have a very clear idea of all the tools on BTP as a solution architect. Okay. So now in SAC also I can go. And then again in SAC, I can create stories, I can create a connection, I can create charts, graph, a lot of things. See, these all the things. Data actions I can create. Now a lot of planning related capabilities are there. Not a lot of reporting capabilities are there. Now what is the reporting? What is planning? That all anyway we'll look into it in solution architecting. Otherwise, I have separate training for 70 hours only on SAC, which covers planning, reporting, all of it. Okay. Apart from this, you have a HANA database, right? So guys, HANA database again is a service available on the cloud. So HANA Cloud Central I have, which is an application. In this, you can create instances of HANA database. So I guess I have created an instance. Let's go inside this. And yeah, so there is one instance. You see, I can, so let's say this is I have a HANA database, right? And where I will use HANA database? Maybe I will use it to back into application, right? So I can go and create HANA instance more for other application, or I can use this instance itself to connect to my application running in Cloud Foundry, right? So I can go to manage configuration. I have launched it already. So if you want to connect it with one of the BTP app which is running in Cloud Foundry, so actually what you can do, you can go ahead. You can actually go ahead. 1 second. I don't want this. You can go to see connect to the Cloud Foundry environment. So you can add mapping here. So maybe your app is running in the one Cloud Foundry org IT you have to provide, and space if it is running space you can provide. Now it will serve to the app which is running in that Cloud Foundry. Okay, which is now you can create more instances, you can create replica of it, right? Or you can connect this HANA Cloud with the Datasphere. So my Datasphere will get the data. So let's say I developed a leave management system in BTP Cloud Foundry and HANA database I'm using. Now I want to do reporting on this leave management data, right? Because people will access the leave management, they will apply the leave, approval will happen, all of this happen, right? Now you want to do reporting on that, right? So what you'll go into Datasphere, you will go and connect this HANA database with the Datasphere. And if you see that there is one HANA database we have connected with the Datasphere. So you can create a connection with HANA database, and here you will use APIs of HANA database and connect the Datasphere, and then my Datasphere can fetch data from HANA Cloud, right? So this is place where centrally you will manage all the databases. Where is that screen? Where is my HANA Cloud in screen? See, multiple thing I'm open. I'm then getting confused here. Yeah, here. So now one instance you will have dev, test, QA for dev, like different multiple instances you will have. But you see, centrally you are managing all HANA database, and your app may run in different sub accounts and different Cloud Foundry, and it can be attached, right? So that's why if you see here, so now there is a guideline we follow, is centralized data and API separate account model, in which database, all instances of database is running separately in this directory, right? And running, but they might be getting used as a backend of multiple apps you have deployed here in different Cloud Foundry. Yeah. So this, and also you can connect the Datasphere to data HANA Cloud, and then you SSE from this Datasphere to fetch data in Datasphere and send it to SSE. There you can do reporting, or you can use integration suite to fetch data from here, send it to any third party system, right? All of that you can do everything there, right? And you can integrate it HANA Cloud with the IaaS for single sign-on and all, right? That also you can do. Correct? And any alert is happening, alert you want to send somewhere else, so you can alert notification service and see the alerting of HANA database. So generally, I have separate course for HANA database administration, right? Or development, who developer use, or HANA database administration people do, right? Using in that. We'll teach disaster recovery, high availability, and backup, and alert monitoring, all of it, right? And then that is separate course we have for HANA database administration again. Right? So generally, as a solution architect, you should know what is HANA database, what all different capabilities it has. It has a vector engine. It means we can do a generative AI based application we can develop, and we can use HANA database as a backend to the generative AI app, right? And you can create a LLM, right? And like models and all, machine learning model. You can create vector engine, and you can actually develop a chat GPT like app using this HANA Cloud and using HANA database as a backend. It can process all the vector engines also it can process. So we'll look at here in the solution architect training, how you will connect with the app, how you will connect with the Datasphere, what all different capabilities it has, right? All of that we learn here. Okay. Now this is your data analytics section, right? Now we'll go into DevOps. And this is also something new in SAP. Yeah. So guys, now we are targeting DevOps, in which we have multiple tools. What is the meaning of it? What is DevOps? First, we'll understand that. What is DevOps? You see that Dev and Ops, development operations. Okay, development and operations. It means whatever code you are developing, right? You are developing code is business happening. Now it need to be tested. It need to be reviewed. It need to be security scanned. It need to be then finally deployed in the server, right? That's what is development. Right? So generally, look, so let me make a diagram. So what do you do? Generally, you plan to develop an app, then you do coding, then you do the build, then you do testing, then you release it to server for deployment, and then you deploy in the server. That's what you do. You even anyway do in on-premise. So generally, it was all happening manually previously. Okay, developers are developing app in Eclipse. Then code is exported there. Then there is a separate tool called Maven. They will upload the tool. Then it will do the code building. Then you have a testing tool called Selenium. Then they will send it to the testing tool, and they will generate manual test cases that will test. And then they will go and export it to or deploy it in the server, right? And server you have to configure anyway end to end from beginning, like CPU, memory, you have to install OS, then you have to install runtime and then deploy. All of this was happening separately previously, and then there was no DevOps previously. DevOps was not there, but it was all manual, right? So generally what happens in DevOps, I would like to explain you. Okay, so very first thing is developer develop a code. They develop a code, right? Now these people develop a code. Now let's say 10 developers are working in this, right? Everyone is writing their own code, right? So it need to be version control, right? Because all developers who are writing code, each one of them writing code, right? And real time they're writing, but all of the code should be merged together and then set further for building and testing, right? So you need version control too. So if I say code writing, if we say IDE, integrated development environment, like Visual Studio Code, Eclipse, HANA Studio, they are IDE where you write a code. Then code are sent to version control. Generally, Git we have, Azure repo we have, AWS commit we have, Google repository we have, or we have Bitbucket, we have Git lab. Many version control tools are there in a market which you can use for version control, right? Once version control is done, now you need to do multiple things, right? Code building you need to do. Code build. Guys, this is, I will teach you later what is code build, but code building is done. Now, again, we have tool for that. Maven and Gradle, multiple tools are there. So Maven does code building for Java. NPM does code building for Node.js. Gradle can do code building for Java and NPM both. Python have its own code building. Look, multiple code build tools are there, which is provided by different companies or open source platform, which you can use for code building. Now code building done. Now we need to do testing. Again, testing, we have multiple tools, TestNG, right? We have Selenium, we have QTP, we have multiple tools for testing also, again, right? Again, we need to do the security scanning of the code, whether it's a code secure or not, right? Then you need code review tool. Maybe you want to use SonarQube, right? JFrog, multiple tools are there which you can use, right? Now you want to do, next you want to do, let's say, code, okay, code review is done, malware scanning list, right? So four things I taught, right? Build, test, code review, right? Malware scan, and then all of them you need to release it. Release it where? Release for the server where it can deploy, right? Now you see these are different tools, and you need to integrate them. So guys, there is a tool called Jenkins. There is a tool called Jenkins. What Jenkins does, Jenkins provides a pipeline, or you can say a platform, and you can actually integrate all of them within Jenkins. Okay, right? Also, there is one more tool called configuration management tool. Now this pipeline, what you have created, so code building should happen, test should happen, code review should happen, or maybe you want to do something first and then do later, or you want to skip something, you need a configuration management tool. So we have Puppet, Chef, Ansible, Terraform in a market which do all of this, right? So in on-premise or in previous case, it is all like, see, these many tools you have to install, set up, integrate to make all of this working together. But see how awesome SAP BTP DevOps is. Now you just need one tool called Business Application Studio where developers will write a code. Let's say there is one project you have right now, development is happening, right? You have test QA, 3 sub-accounts I have created for that, right? Now the version control will be done maybe with Azure repo or Git you can use. Now my bash can send the code into this Git repository. In Git, I have created one Git repository for project 1, one Git repository for project 2, one Git repository for project 3. So if let's say I open the Git, this is my Git. Let's say I'm working in a company and currently they're developing 3 applications on BTP. So for each application, you will create a repository. Now with this repository, we'll have multiple branches. So each developer will have each branch. So from each developer, from the business NEC, in Business Application Studio, each developer will send code to the branch. Okay, so maybe I'll say Visual Studio, I'll open and quickly show where is the interface. So see, you can, like, Business Application Studio and Visual Studio both are same. Actually, Visual Studio Code has been enhanced as a Business Application Studio by SAP. So you see, you can actually send code. Each developer will have their Business Application Studio. They can send code to the Git in each branch, and the version control Git will merge it to main branch. Now all the code written by 5 developer, 3 developer to all got merged because you need a complete code, right? Now this code you can send it to Git. So guys, I have a Git also available. You see here in my centralized launchpad. Where is my centralized launchpad? Let me open this and in this, if you see Git is available, my CI/CD is available. In CI/CD, what you can do, you can come and you can integrate and do the integration with CI/CD with the Git. Okay, so let it get launched once again, guys. Okay, so repository. See, I am creating connection with CI/CD, and there are two-way connection. My developer is pushing the code here, sending from bash here. Automatically, if I want Git to send CI/CD, there is one connection I've created for that. Or if I'm running this code building, testing, malware scanning, acceptance testing, all this job, then my CI/CD also can go and fetch the code from there. That's why I've created two type of connection with my Git repository. And then I can create a job where I can run this job. So building will happen, then code code build is happening, then acceptance testing will happen, will malware scan happen, will acceptance testing will happen, then compliance check will happen, then release will happen. See, all these not separate tool. My BTP CI/CD service having everything in inbuilt. You don't need to install separate tool which I was doing in on-premise. See, all of them together. And then once all of this happen, now it is ready for deployment. So I can either deploy it in Cloud Foundry or I can deploy it in Kyma, right? Now, even to deployment, you can do manually, but I have Cloud Transport Management Service, you see. So my Git has been integrated with CI/CD, right? And CI/CD will get code from Git from this branch, main branch, which is merged. And the main branch is getting code from each developer and get merged. It's a single code now. All code has been merged and has been sent and done all of this. And then after that, you can integrate with the Cloud Transport Management Service. So in Cloud Transport Service, actually what you can do, you can connect this Cloud Transport Management Service with the spaces in Cloud Foundry. Okay, so I can open the Cloud Transport Management sub account. So this is, let me open the Cloud Transport Management cTMS Cloud Transport Management Service. And Cloud Transport Management Service, actually, I have created destinations here. And this destination actually targeting to this, see, dev test production sub account where my Cloud Foundry is there. See, deploy service, I am targeting an org in Cloud Foundry in this destination. Okay. And in Cloud Transport, let me open the Cloud Transport Service, what it looks like. So Cloud Transport Management Service, cTMS. This is the Cloud Transport Management actually. So in Cloud Transport Service, again, see cloud integration. So I have created destinations in Cloud Transport sub account to connect to my spaces in Cloud Foundry. And here I have created a node. Okay. I have created node, dev node, test node, QA node. And these nodes are nothing but targeting those destination. See, I'm using destination here. If you'll come destination, app one destination I've created. App two, and here I said it's a dev. I want to send to test test node, or then I want to send to prod. I have said source, target, and everything, right? So my CI/CD actually delivering is to the dev node. My CI/CD service delivering to dev node. It still did not came. Okay, no problem. So in CI/CD, I can say I want to send to cloud. Let me edit it. I want to send it to transport management dev node. So see, and here I can provide the, okay, one second. So I want to use cloud transport service. So see, so I can go in CI/CD service. I can create a service key instance type of cloud transport service. I can consume this service key and I can send it to the dev node. CI/CD service will deliver it to the code to dev node. I will write here dev node. Yeah. And this CI/CD service will deliver to transport management service to dev node. And in transport management service, you will clearly see that dev node should send to test node should be prod, and this dev test node targeting to the dev test QA spaces there in the Cloud Foundry. I've created destination C. So in cTMS, you see it is targeting now. Once the developer will push the code to Git will push the CI/CD, CI/CD should be able to push code to the cTMS. I have said test dev prod, and that it will go and deliver to the right sub account. And within this, when the app is deployed, I can launch a cloud login application login service to monitor the health of this application. How many users accessing this application? How many requests is getting failed? Right? Let's say this is a website you have deployed. Now during sale, lot of users are coming. Now CPU power which is there behind this Cloud Foundry is going to high. Maybe you can configure autoscaler service to increase the CPU and memory behind, zero, increase instances behind the scene, right? All of that you can do, but all of monitoring you can do in application logging service, cloud logging service here. And this is also part of DevOps. Right?
Do we need to use a CAS service also here?
Sorry?
Do we need to use a CA service, content agent service?
Yes, content agent service is something which can deliver the content here in the 3 spaces. So I can use content agent service, target these spaces, and have to create a destination to content agent service from this, and it will deliver to here all of these places. So content agent service available in the BTP sub account actually. So you can use that, yeah. And I'll show you. So guys, see.
Hey, Ankit, a quick question. This CI/CD, I mean, can we use it for ABAP on-prem system?
Yes.
And using
No,
cloud
not
LM?
ABAP. It can be used for cloud.
Or only cloud. Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So now all of this we can do and deliver this. And you see that all the integration I have done, like Git is integrated to CI/CD, CI/CD is integrated to cTMS, cTMS is integrated with using destination in the sub account to these spaces. And then application logging service I have integrated with the is running. So see this app I have deployed, see here in the dev sub account. So I'll go into dev sub account. Yeah. And this is the app actually running here. I'll go into cloud because I've developed in Cloud Foundry. In Cloud Foundry, I'm targeting this dev. This is deployed here, right? And now I have integrated with the application logging service. So let's see if I have created binding. Yeah, binding is created. I can open application logging service and then I can do monitoring. Generally in on-premise, you have Nagios, Prometheus. These are different tools which you have to install and integrate with your apps. And then here you can see a very good proper, all the things you can go and see here. So definitely I don't have the time. I'll go to dashboard and I'll show all of this, but you can monitor all your app, your CPU utilization, memory utilization, request, response, error, what is coming to your app, monitor health of the app, right? All of this. So that's what you see. It's running here and integrating with this. Now, not only this Cloud Foundry app, but guys, what you can do in Cloud Transport Management Service, you can even transport the integration suite content. So it's a dev integration suite, it's a production integration suite. And I can transport iFlow. I have done all these configurations. Generally, it will take 2 hours of time to configure all of that. But let me show you, I have done all the configurations and quickly show you how I'm able to transport the content. Let me close all of this unwantedly. Yeah, leave, close. Okay, so I'll go to, so what I need source integration suite, I need target integration suite, I need cTMS. These three things I need. So I'll go to my Launchpad. So this is my dev integration suite. Okay, and this is my target integration suite, and this is my cTMS service. So this is my cTMS service. This is production, and this is okay. So this is source integration suite. This is target, guys. A lot of destinations I have created, service instances I have created to make this work. Okay, which definitely, if you learn in detail everything, I will explain you very properly. But yeah, I'm just want to show you how things are working. So generally, whatever development will do, this all development is populated here. Will come here. Okay, see whatever development is done. Say these all I have developed, so I have sent in production. But even source integration, you see, I have developed more things. Yeah, see more things I've developed. Let's say this I developed and I want to transport to the production one, right? So as soon as you select a package which you want to send, right, you will give option to transport. Okay, so you click on transport. Okay, here I'll say tr request for flow. Something I'll click on transport. Okay, I guess it is edited. 1 second. I will transport something which is not edited. So guys, it is in draft mode. Okay, that's why it is not transporting. It's saying you can transport only, which is 1 second. Let me pick up something different then. Demo package. Let me see if this we can do. Transport PR request. Just giving a different name. Let's see. Transport request 302. Let's go into cTMS service. Where is cTMS? And let's go to transport request. Sorry, transport request. You see this 302 has been created for demo package, right? I can go to transport notes because From dev, I have asked to send it to production. So dev to production. You see this transport has come, which I can go and import it. Okay, I'll import it to the target one. Now I will come into target. So this is running. I can go and check the transport action log. See, it is running. And if I go to overview, you see this is running and many of them are successful. Okay, previously whatever I have transported. Yeah. And you see the transport action log, I'll keep showing you. You see it's running. And you see this is doing all of this job. Whatever I have done a lot of configurations, connections I have created, right? This is all happening. And finally, if you'll refresh it in some time, you will see it is successful. Yeah. And once it is successful, we'll be able to see, so transport action log succeed. It means it is it. If I go in target integration suite, where is my target integration suite? Integration suite. Yeah, production. Let me refresh this. Yeah, my iFlow came here. See. Now, if you want to transport from automation dev to automation, build process automation content, you can transport CI/CD. Sorry, now Cloud Foundry apps you can transport, Kyma apps you can transport, ABAP apps you can transport. Centrally, you see, if you look at my diagram, what I have created here, you see, my business application studio running here, where developers are writing code. It is going to get some third-party system or Azure repo. That is sending it to CI/CD. Now CI/CD is sending to cTMS. cTMS actually connecting to multiple projects will be there. So multiple dev test QA, dev test QA will be there. All will be integrated, right? Or all integration suite dev to test to prod. All build process automation dev to test to prod. All ABAP development I'm doing dev to test to prod. All of this centrally will be transported by cTMS service. See, now many of people understand business application studio. You have to subscribe in each sub account where you run wherever you are deploying the app. No, only one sub account. Only one sub account cTMS you will run. Every your sub account CDI, CDC. This will all handle the centrally. Only one integration suite. Only one event mesh. Only one cloud and services. Maybe a dev test. There will be 2 instances of it, right? Only one build work zone which will have dev test queue instance. You don't need to subscribe each service in each sub account for each work. No, fully wrong idea. You cannot even do it. See, I transported iFlow. All automation you can do, right? No intervention. Now, if something is failing, you can have an alert notification service on BTP setup. It will send a message to Teams channel if something went wrong in between. CI/CD job got failed. Transport got failed. For everything, you can use alert notification service. Or HANA database alerts you want to send, you can again do with alert notification service. Again, the centralized service is there. All application, you have maybe 100 application running in 300 sub account you have created, dev test QA, 100 apps running. Now you wanted to do monitor application logging service. It centrally can do monitoring of all the apps. These all what I'm teaching guys, not written anywhere. This all comes from my 6 years of experience of administration, security, DevOps. I have mastery in administration, security, and DevOps. I have wide good knowledge in other all areas. And that's why I'm working as a solution architect from last 2.5 years. Previously, I was only admin security and DevOps guy. So this is your DevOps domain, which is centralized DevOps. You will set up like this. Now automation, I will not take a lot of time. So now what you can do, build process automation, you can subscribe. You can create process automation. You can create workflows for Ariba, SuccessFactors, Fieldglass. Build work zone, you will integrate. I showed you, right? You will now, because these workflows will have people who need to approve things. So that all apps I can fit in build work zone. Now cloud ALM I can use to monitor these workflows and all whatever has been created here, right? All of it, right? So you can develop automations using build process automation. I don't have much time to go and create some automations for you, so I would not do that. I'm sorry. But yeah, I will send you, go to this playlist. I showed you mentorspool playlist, right? Okay, 1 second. Maybe I have, so this is build process automation. If you want to look at it, how it is created, I'm just giving you, because I don't have that time to show you this time. Okay, I'm really sorry. This is build process. If you want to look at in how automation is created and all, maybe you'll get some idea with this video. Or I will go to mentorspool playlist. each domain, whatever I'm teaching, you will get more information for free without anything. Now this is automation you will develop, and for all of this. Okay, now application development. Now what application do you develop? First, either you will develop full-fledged application on BTP, or you will develop extensions for your on-premise ABAP. You S4HANA extensions you will develop, S4HANA private cloud extension you will develop. So someone asked me, how will integrate S4HANA private cloud? S4HANA private cloud is nothing but the same on-premise. It's just your infrastructure is from AWS Azure has been given. Again, you have to set up cloud connector, and those I showed you, right? In cloud connector connection you'll create. That's how private cloud will be integrated with BTP applications through cloud connector only. Okay, so either you will develop full-fledged application or you develop extension, and definitely we can design our landscape for. So guys, I have created very small landscape here, right? This itself can be very complex like this. You see, within this directory, we can have 6 level of designing. That all generally I'll teach you if you join my sessions. Okay, we can make it more complex, but I don't want to make it complex because there is a lot to understand it. But within this, we can keep the separate application, full stack application separately, extensions separately, or HR related extensions full stack separately, and procurement related extensions full stack applications separately, or ERP related extensions we can keep separately. MMPP, QMTM, all of that extensions we can keep separately. If we want to, we can design more complex model even just within this, inside this. That's why 6 level SAP provides you to give option to create directories and create this landscape and make it more complex as much as I want to make it organized. So generally what happens, whenever full stack application happens, what you do, you develop in Business Services Studio, you do all those BTP DevOps, and then you can deliver it to Cloud Foundry or Kyma in ABAP, 3 places, right? When you develop extension, so what you do, again, you do write code in Business Studio, you do DevOps, and you deploy it into the Cloud Foundry Kyma. But then because these extensions has been developed for any of these, so you may use APIs, right, to make that. So because why you're developing extension for SuccessFactors? Maybe there is some capability in SuccessFactors is not there. You want to have it. So maybe you're developing small app running on BTP, but then you have to use APIs of these two to make them communicate. Maybe you'll use integration suite here in between to make them communicate for that scenario, right? So something a specific requirement is not able to meet in SuccessFactors, will develop extension, and we can develop extensions either in Cloud Foundry or Kyma or in ABAP. Definitely ABAP is generally would be for S4 systems, ABAP based system, but a Cloud Foundry Kyma you can use for any of the cloud apps, right? SuccessFactors extension can be developed in Cloud Foundry Kyma both. Fieldglass extension can be developed in Cloud Foundry Kyma both. Can be Concur extension can be developed in Cloud Foundry Kyma both. But all of the DevOps you have to follow, which I taught you, right? Here. Because code where you'll write in Business Studio. Then again you need to do the testing of the code, building of the code, review of the code, even custom code, whatever custom app you're developing, even for these systems also. But programming language you might be using Java, Node.js, PHP, Ruby, .NET, Go, all of this, right? Which supports by these all Cloud Foundry and Kyma, and ABAP environment just support this. Yeah. So these are custom app or full stack application development. AI on BTP. So we have 4 segments of AI on BTP. One is developing AI models from scratch to empower custom application. Let's say you want to develop your own AI model. Maybe you want to empower your custom application. Let's say I developed HR solution. That HR solution is need functionality where interview can be scheduled directly, Teams link can be sent, and also face recognition can be done, lip sync can be recorded while the interview is happening. Then you need AI, something AI tool. Maybe you want to develop that AI model from your sketch, so you can use AI core and AI Launchpad to develop those all models. That is service available on BTP. You can use Python with that. There are a lot of AI solutions, which SAP solutions, which are powered by AI, right? Let's say you go into SAP Test Cloud, you're going to, or there are, let's say there is a service called Document Information Extraction Service. If you upload a document, it will extract the text from the document. There are many services are there which you can actually use and empower your BTP applications or custom applications with this AI powered solution. So I have many examples which I can show. See, data attribute recommendation, data information extraction service. These are the services are available there. Okay, which are based on AI, generative AI. SAP Joule. You can subscribe Joule on BTP and can integrate with SuccessFactors, Fieldglass, Ariba, Concur, all of the systems, all BTP apps. Now a person in SuccessFactors can ask how many leaps I have to Joule. Joule will tell. A person in working in CI, working in SAP Analytics Cloud, a business person can ask, what is revenue we have got from this product for this year? Joule will tell you, because you have integrated SAP Analytics Cloud with the Joule, which is running on BTP or business AI. So guys, SAP have created a lot of small models. So in Discovery Center, if you go, these AI models, if I go into home, this is recently launched by, AI models they have created. Now these AI models has been created by different solutions for Aribasi, customer relationship, for CRM, for enterprise management, HCM, product life, PLM, spend management, supply chain, for different and technology platform. Even for BTP also they have created some automations, right? So now you want to automate some of the tasks in those systems, you can actually integrate these all automation AI enabled models. They will do your job. See, assignment creation, application screening, anomaly detection, AI assisted test, AI assisted writing, analytics insights, right? So it is created for Datasphere. It is created, right, for Joule. It is created for SuccessFactors. It is created for Lean IX, right? So these all are there, which is again AI, business AI generally we say. These are empowering all different solutions. You can integrate these all AI models with those solutions, and they will be more powerful with these features. This is your AI on BTP. And that's all about different part of it. So now administrator's job is to administrate everything across whatever I talked. Everything. This is the BTP admin job. Do you think BTP admin doesn't have job? Absolutely wrong. Its problem is people don't have knowledge. Once the landscape will grow, everything you have, it will be very big landscape. You need a separate admin tool to manage it. Now you want SAC consultant to log into Subaccount and subscribe SAC or Datasphere, or they have to set up Cloud Foundry and they have to set up integration suite, should subscribe integration suite and create service instance. No, they should not do actually. You should be exactly like you are doing on-premise. The basis consultant are installing all the systems. So on BTP also, basis consultant will set up the landscape. Integration consultant should not work on BTP subaccount and all. Actually, if I say, if a very big company, if I would be the person who will be modeling it, I will make it so organized and it will be very clear who should do what. Right now, which is not clear. Okay. So this is all about, guys, of BTP different modules. Definitely, I know if I do 10 hours, then maybe I'll not be able to do that justice what I would like to do. Okay. But yeah, for solution architect training, we take 55 hours just to cover all of this, what you saw. Yeah. So now if you come here, right, this is a guide I have. If you are a basis consultant, you must do admin security and HANA cloud administration, but solution architecting you can do. You must do if you're senior. If you're not senior, maybe you can do it just to talk better with the team, right? You will communicate better, make more rapport with the client, your manager, right? They will not really bug you because you will having solution architecting level knowledge, even if you are a junior, maybe having 7 years, 8 years of experience. Right? But yes, definitely for seniors, it is recommended. So anyone coming from any domain, if he is a very senior guy, should do solution architecting. Because you are going to be a senior manager or senior manager or director solution area lead and all, maybe in future. So you should always be equipped with this, right? If a basis consultant, you must do these three, but you can have this optional. But yeah, just to keep yourself away from the crowd, you may do integration suite as well. Right? So you can apply job for PIPO people also. You can apply job for basis administration also, right? Integration suite also, and you can apply job for HANA database administration also. And if you're doing solution admin, then that job also with this. But I'm not saying you should do and learn in one shot. You can make a plan. So do this first, maybe do this, or then do this. You can make a 1 year of plan and do this one by one. SAP security consultant must is security and IAG. Administration, I say must because you guys are more technical, right? Security is something which is happened centrally, right? And every system you need to do security. So if you learn administration, you're technically how everything works on BTP is very clear. Your mind will work more because you will follow multiple authentication mechanism in security, right? Now everything running on BTP. BTP is running on Cloud Foundry. Cloud Foundry has a security aspects concepts which I will cover in admin training, which will give you holistic concept of security when you learn administration and security admin also, right? Which will give very good idea. That's why I'm recommending. Otherwise, you can leave it. You should do IAG and BTP security. Now, GRC people should do Yeah, security 100% IAG and security both you will do. So it is common for both of you. Okay, but GRC consultant may skip admin because he is more functional, maybe less security, but is more functional. But a person who is Fiori security guy, right, IDM people and all, they should do admin also. Right. PIPO people should definitely go for integration suite, but BTP integration suite runs on BTP, right? So if you understand BTP well, then it is recommended to do BTP administration. And if you're senior, then go for solution architect as well. If people who are working on BO, Lumira, right, all those reporting tools, right, then you should go and do SAC, BI, planning, Datasphere, HANA cloud development, all of this you can target. And if you're a senior, can target solution architect as well. BW data warehousing consultant must do Datasphere, must do SAC, right? But can have HANA cloud database as optional, or I would say this also must, because now these SAC and Datasphere, they are based on HANA cloud only. They're using HANA database behind the scene, right? So if you know the backend story of it, it will be easy for you, right? Now, SAP developers who are cap wrap developer can go for integration suite, because while developing, you are managing APIs and all, right? You know how APIs are developed, right? So you can how to use APIs, because all integration is dependent on API only. So it's very easy to transition integration suite, which is very hot in market. Even not in only in India, US, anywhere you see integration suite is very hot in market, right? And security you should do. I recommend it because these are application security aspects are there. Okay, you should do, you may do, right? Not mandatory, I recommend it. Solution architecting you can do. BPC, process consolidation, people can do Datasphere, SAC planning, and these two at least. Soulman manager, solution manager, you can do cloud ALM, you can do maybe administration or Signavio, which is not mentioned, I have not mentioned, you can do all of that. Now ERP function consultant, you can do solution architecting if you want to have a flavor of technical a bit. And then, because every time I will teach solution architect, we'll more talk business, then we'll see the technical capability, right? We'll always talk business problem when they see technical capability, right? And otherwise, build process automation, or you can do Signavio, or in manufacturing and all, you can do DMC on all of this, right? If you're already working on BTP, let's say you're working already as administrator, then these things you can upskill in. If you're already working in BTP security, then these things you can upskill in. If you're already working on integration suite consultant or anything, you're working on SAC, you can do for Datasphere. You're working in Datasphere, do for SAC, right? Or business data cloud is something new coming up, right? So these are the things you can target. Yeah. Any questions here?
Yes. Hi. Hey, Ankit. I've been waiting to ask this one question here. The main question is everything related to the trainings, the services, or the subscriptions, like for IAG or any other integration scenario, everything is provided something. You have some kind of a platform where we can test it, right? Like,
so I'll tell you,
we can also
use
do
trial. Yeah, we use trial account where trial account is more than enough. We don't use trial account where trial account is mediocre. Let's say Datasphere, we'll give you paid access, SAC paid access, event miss paid access, but integration suite API manager fully capable of doing things.
Okay.
Okay, we'll use that. BTP
okay,
admin will use BTP admin because 60 services. Okay, 60 services are available on BTP for free. CI, CD, CD, all I've shown, right? It's all with trial or productive. Okay, and all I will give you as per need, whatever training you will enroll for. See, I opened most of the system, right? What we need. Correct.
Yeah.
So everything is there, and I have integrated seats working. It means trial also are enough to do what all things I'm showing here. So wherever trial is useful, we'll use trial. Wherever not useful, we'll give you license system access. IAG will give you license system access because it is not there in trial.
Okay, done. Now, okay, the main question, okay, before I forget, now the scenarios that we will just connect the systems, integrate it, or is there some situation, real scenario?
No, we'll really look at real scenario, we'll understand this, we'll break it, how it is working, why this only, why not other solution, all this, because it's 3 hours, it's 300 hour of content. If I say I have just covered, because I just wanted to show you the connectivity, then I connect the dots. That's why I just showed you integration points. Actually, generally everything bits and pieces will break in every business scenario and we'll implement it. So we'll understand the requirement as a business perspective, and then we'll translate it technically and we'll implement it.
Yeah, because that's what I'm looking for, because after the training I also want to be in a position to provide business solutions to the client, right? So so that is what I'm looking for.
Okay. Yep, you're right. So we'll really do a lot of hands-on. And guys, what all the success stories I have shown you, because we have done it hands-on properly. We have done everything. We can do in trial, right? If you want to do BT mediocre training, why we are investing so much of money in procuring Datasphere and then trying to do better? Because we really want to do real things. We are connecting our target systems also and doing things. I have connected CS4 on-premise system, federating the roles, right? How to target IDOC, how to target OData, how to target RFC. All of scenarios I will cover in on-premise integrations and all, right? Okay, so guys, these trainings are not mediocre training, let me tell you. Okay. So these are the new schedule. If you want to take a screenshot, anyway, I will send it to you on email. Yeah. And if there is any query, any questions you have, I am there for 10-15
minutes. Is everything covered by you, or any specific trainings only is covered by you? How's that?
So I cover admin, I cover security, I cover in solution architect, I cover again admin, security, integration suite. I have masters. Varun is a master of integration suite. He has a master in, okay, any trainer who work with me, he should be having mastery in all the tool. He should not be a freelancer. He should be a working professional, working from 18 to 19 years. I will scrutinize him first and then he can train. Okay. So if you'll talk about someone who will take Datasphere SAC, he should have full command on HANA Cloud at Datasphere, SAC, planning, BI, having total 18 years of experience, 10 years of experience, right? He should be mastered, then only he will take. So now these reviews, what you see, it's not my review actually. Not all of them are my reviews are only those which are admin security reviews. This reviews for Varun. This reviews for Ram, for SAC planning, Datasphere, HANA Cloud, BDC. These all for Ram. Okay. If you look at it, any of them, see, I guess it is all Ram. Ram is a trainer. Okay. You will check. It's all these all are Ram. Ram delivers this training. Varun delivers integration suite training. Yeah, basics I will teach. Every training, BTP basics, I will teach approximately 10 to 12 hours and then we'll hand over you there. So now I will take admin, security, IAG Prakash will take. So this is all IAG reviews. If you see, this is all Prakash reviews.
Okay.
Okay.
So what about this cap and wrap?
Jay will take. He's again have 19 years of experience leading a complete. He himself is a solution architect, enterprise architect. Varun is enterprise architect, solution architect. Have been working. So all the trainers what I have, they deliver best, or else I will not work with the trainer. I do only 7 training, 8 training, 10 training. Mentorspool does. Corporate we do all whatever, but in public we have full holds on. I know that from last 3-4 years, I would say that I have not got more than 7-8 bad reviews. Because whatever we do best with the proper system setup done. And that's why this you see. I can say more. And I anyway showed you all the systems, right? It's all working because it's been done. That's why it is all working, right? Ram have done set up all of this in integration suite. Security part in Datasphere, I have done set up. For all the administrative tasks, I have done set up and I have hand over system to Varun and he's doing integration suite. That's why initial 12-hour, 10-hour, I myself will teach you BTP basics and then will hand over it to Varun or right. All of that. But yeah, Datasphere SAC is not dependent much on BTP, which I will explain later when you will learn BTP admin. So directly you start with Ram. You don't start with me. But then solution architect, you'll start with me.
And Ankit, you said you will add the BTP security because it was missing in the slide, right?
Yeah. Okay. So maybe if you want to look at the table of contents, okay. So if I show you BTP admin table of content, yeah. So this is your BTP admin table of content, okay. It's starting from very basic account model, service model, then security fundamentals, then sys landscape setup, right? For integration suite, build work zone, DevOps, service model, then BTP environments, Kyma environment, Cloud Foundry administration, CLI, then connectivity with on-premise system, cloud system, multiple scenarios, push scenario, pull scenario, HTTP, RFC, IDOC, how you will target, right? And then integrating cloud system, it's already done. Important services for BTP, setting up centralized DevOps. These all integration I will do and show you in front of you. So day one, I will be having one sub account only when I'll start the training. And at the end, you will see 25 sub accounts created. All this integration done. So it is all, everything I will scratch and do in front of you. It's not I have come with the session already done. Guys, maybe anyone can talk if you already have attended my training. Maybe they will do. And then IAS, IPS. So now it's a admin training. Now if I go and open integration suite training, yeah. So this is integration suite, CPI, API management, event mesh, all. So I can share all of this detail in the phone, all right, in an email to all of you. You can review the relevant ones which you need, right? And maybe I'll open IAG training. So this is for security people, right? So starting with setting up IAG on BTP. See, BTP basics are getting covered in the IAG. Security basics are covered, and then IAG started. Introduction to IAG, right? Then integrating with IaaS for IAG owners, authentication, authorization, integrating with on-premise system, integrating with cloud system, then access request, access analysis, privilege access management, role designing, role certification, finally IAG bridge, where GRC will integrate with IAG. All of this is getting covered. And all with the system, with proper implementation. Guys, in 50 hours, if I'll teach a single line where I'll not tell you why, how, and how to do in the system, you can cross-verify me. I'm saying every single line I'll speak in the class in 50 hours of delivery. You cannot counter me, Ankit, you did not tell why it is, wow it is, what is the application. You did not do in the system and show. Definitely something out of syllabus. If I discuss 1, 2 point, 3 point, maybe I'll not show. But what is part of the syllabus, I'll show you. And that confidence I give you.
Hey, Ankit. So you talked about AI and also you talked about extension on BTP. So those are covered under which training?
Development training.
But we don't see a development training. We see work
See,
zone.
development with CAP and development with RAP. See.
Yeah, I mean,
development with
RAP,
CAP, development with RAP.
Yeah, so the
BTP
AI is also
DevOps.
covered in this?
Sorry?
AI is also covered under this?
No, AI is separate course. I have not mentioned here. So actually my slide was, I wanted to present it in one slide. So I did not add. See, this is new courses we are launching for enterprise architect, Lean IX and SAP EAM, enterprise asset management.
Okay.
Yeah. And this cloud ALM, build work zone, process automation, these all. Datasphere. I told you who should target what. You may take a screenshot if you want. So you will get recording every day, okay, after session. Within 3 hours after each session, applicable to all training, PPT will be uploaded, right? You see PPTs are available, documents are available, right? Even all the PPTs will be, assignments also will be given to you, yeah? So BTP, so all PPT, all assignment, all everything you will see here within 3 hours after each session. Everything will be uploaded here. If you look at the solution architect training, so since the last batch, we started on 5th January. See, this is so long. It's a 20 lectures, approximately 3 hours each. I said, right, 50 to 50. Some of them are 2.5 hours or something. See, introduction to cloud computing, BTP admin, global account, creating all account modeling, user enabling, cloud foundry, IaaS, security, and then build work zone, Signavio, integration suite, and integration suite taking 2 to 3 sessions, build process automation, API management, and BTP DevOps, all of it. See, everything is getting covered here. Okay.
Hi, Ankit, can we get to know about the cost of the courses?
That will send you the email, and whoever is interested, you can reply back and we'll send you the cost. So we have combo cost where you get a quite good discount for combo courses, 1 course, 2 course. People enroll 7 courses with me, and they have been learning from 2 years. Okay. So I will give you combo price, separate price as well.
Like how long it will be available for
once
you?
Training gets over, you will have a recording 6 months of access to the recording. So maybe 2 months, 2.5 months training will go, 6 months of access to the recording you will get after the training gets over.
So Ankit, can you please show the RAP one quickly if you have handy?
Oh yeah, this is the RAP one.
Recording sessions will be available for how long?
6 months after training gets over. It will start from day 1, but once training gets over, we start counting 6 months from that.
Okay, thank you.
And each training BTP basic will be taught, right? And then
not okay. Admin, lot of basics will be taught. IAG, lot of basics will be taught. Security, lot of basics will be taught. Integration suite, solution architect. In all 3, lot of basics will be taught. Lot of basics. But in development and all, will not do that basics because that much basics. If you want to do that, then that you have to enroll for basic course, which is about 10-12 hours approximately.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So Ankit,
And then
in BTP Solution Architect, do we have anything to touch base on the SAP Signavio as well?
Yes, we'll cover Signavio, right, in Solution Architect.
Okay.
So in BTP Solution Architect, because it is not on BTP, that's why I did not include it today. But DevOps, automation, artificial. Okay, in automation it should be there. Signavio. A person who will take automation will take Signavio. In Signavio, he will take process manager, process intelligence, process governance. Generally, I have 30 hours of separate course for Signavio. But in this, we give 3 hours of time for in solution architecting to do. And we provide license system access to Signavio. Okay, which I guess I opened it in between. Because Signavio's trial is not good. That's why. Okay.
Okay, and with the BTP architect, like we talk about that the admin role that you are covering the BTP admin and everything, right? So just I want to check that slide, like the security part. On the security part, you will be covering the basic things out there, or it is like
Yeah, basic things I will cover in solution are very basic. Will not be covering the complete. So let's say the complete tool is this IaaS, right? In security training, which is in-depth training, I will cover every tile on top of cloud and services. We'll configure everything in every single tile. But in solution architect training, only I'll be covering, let's say, trust creation here, or I will say corporate identity product. I'll give some idea on risk-based authentication, all idea I will give. But I will not be configuring everything end to end and show you. All that I will configure, then I will test in this, but there I will not be configured. Maybe I'll just configure and just show you there.
Okay, and the person who is not at all the security guy, like, so
you can
your
join with me. No, I'll start from scratch. No, I don't want you to do anything in security. Then also you can learn with me. I will teach you like a child.
Okay, if
and
you want
also
to
make sure
connect
that
with
you're
you,
not bored.
yeah, appreciate that. So Ankit, I mean, if you want to connect with you with the combination of courses where we can check the things according to our need, right? So what is the best way to connect with you? Like on call will
You
be
can call
possible
me.
with
I
you?
guess I provided my contact number here. So on the top, I provided all the links in that. My contact number was there. So see this I provided, right? So in this Ankit contact is there on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Ankit contact and mentorspool centralized contact. Yeah.
Okay.
It's there. So guys, you can
Got
check a lot of workshop we have done here in playlist. You will see in YouTube channel. You can like this and subscribe this. You'll get notification whenever we are doing workshop. And very importantly, you can join this channel for all further notification. There is a channel I have given. So this is a WhatsApp channel. You can get all the notification here for further workshops. Okay, so I would like to close. It's been total approximately 4 hours going to be.
Thank you, Ankit. Thanks a lot for a wonderful session.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye, guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks.